I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, my brew crew. How is everybody this morning? I'm telling you guys, it started again. I hit that button and then it crapped out on me twice and then finally it stuck. So hopefully it'll keep going this morning. How is everybody this morning? Good morning, Pinky. Good morning, Sage. Good morning, Mystic. How are you? So far so good. Everything's working. At least something good is going on this morning. It's just been one of those days already and I just got up. There's always something and it just has to, kick you in the teeth first thing in the morning, you know what I mean? But we push and move forward. That's all we can do. How is everybody today? It's Wednesday, halfway through the week already. This month is flying by. Good morning, I see cats. How's it going? How's it going? Ghost cats. I forgot to put the ghost in there. Brain isn't functioning yet, guys. Coffee hasn't kicked in. I'm glad everybody could come and hang out with me this morning. I thought about going on last night because I was, had some time to play around, but then I forgot, wait, Carla has a show. And then Joe ended up going on, so I didn't do it. Well, good morning, Jamie. How are you? Yeah, I know. It needs to kick in. Good gracious. I'm just didn't sleep worth the damn last night. And then I got up and says, okay, just pour the coffee and let's get the show on the road. It's nice to see you here, Jamie. I'm glad you could make it. It's raining here, guys. Rainy and crappy. Oh, good. Just got your first cup in. That's good. Yeah, I'm still working on the first one. I might need a couple of extra. Who knows? Things don't get any better. Might have to go for the hard stuff early today. Good morning, Cree. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. Everybody's been going through some kind of sickness or I don't know. Well, it's that time of year. You know how it is, guys. Weather changes and all the germs start jumping and running and we all end up catching something. I try to avoid it at all costs, but it always seems to sneak up. Actually, I think it was like last winter. I got away with it pretty good, except towards the end, and that's when I caught that pneumonia. I've been up since 5:30. Yeah, I was up every hour on the hour through the whole night, and I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Just could not get any rest. And I finally just got up and said, the hell with it, just stay up. Why bother? Wasn't working, so just stay up. My grandkids have all been sick. Yeah, everybody's catching something. I'm just trying to stay away from everybody because I just don't want it as the last thing I need. Every day, something new. Like I said, it's I already started this morning, so I'm not in the greatest of moods. So, oh no, that's exhausting. Oh, it is. Well, hold on, guys. I got to take a quick call from my husband. Hold on. Okay, guys, sorry. I only take calls if it's my husband, so it's always something that's important. And uh, let's see, that's awful legacy. Yeah, yeah. That's my norm, guys. I'm usually up every hour. When I finally start to get some sleep, it's time to get up. So it's pretty rough. So usually, yeah. So no more like today. It's not a good morning today. Good morning, Pomp. How are you? I guess we can act willy nilly. Yeah, we could. Yeah, just throw whatever you want at me. What the heck? I've already been beat up this morning. Let me have it. Let me have it. Why not? Right? This is time to get at me when I I'm down, guys. My dental just gave me a good checkup yesterday. At least that was a good thing. Oh yes, it is. It's always good when you leave the dentist and you're happy. That's always a bonus. That was my least favorite thing to do is go to the dentist. But unfortunately, it's just you got to keep up with dental care because it could lead to all kinds of other problems. Good morning, V team. How are you? Oh, excuse me, guys. And he's sending healing angels. Oh, I need some angels. I need a big angel. Ah, I'm good, Lord. You seem not so. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're well, Pomp. Yeah, yeah. It's life, guys. You get used to it. You know what I mean? What can we do to make you feel better? You guys just being here makes me feel better. By the time the show's done, then I'm in a better mood and ready to face the day. Need more coffee. Be right back. Okay, Cree, go get that coffee. We all need to get our coffee, and hopefully things will. Well, yeah, the thing is, when you have the coffee and you wake up, maybe things might be worse. Hope not. Pinky, my brother-in-law survived his 13-hour hope. Oh, wonderful news! See, there you go. Here I am bitching about what I got going on, and this poor man had that wonderful, wonderful news. Yes, just wonderful. See all the little thing we sweat the little things, and this man survived a 13-hour operation. Good, isn't that just amazing? That's just amazing. Wonderful news. Hugs and hearts. Thank you, Pomp. I can need them. I could use them. I'll take them. I need to clean my bedroom carpet today. Got to do it. I know this. I need to mine actually. Well, I have area rugs because I have hardwood floors, and I prefer that because carpeting holds a lot of allergens and stuff. So, but I still need to. They all need to be shampooed. I think I'm going to wait until spring because now it's they're not going to dry correctly if I do it now. Too much family drama here. My cousin dying, and it has become, what show? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So that's when families should pull together. You've got a family member that's either getting ready to pass on or they've already have, and some people are insane when at that time. It's we went through that when my mother-in-law passed. I had a nephew who just went off the deep end and started fighting with everybody, and oh, it was just awful. I had to throw him out of my house for God's sakes. It was just. I mean, I understand he was hurting just like the rest of us, but he acted like he was the only one that cared about my mother-in-law, and nobody cared about him and on how he was hurting, and you couldn't talk any sense into him. He was like unhinged. I was like, oh, and this you try to deal with that something like that the best you can, but then there's a point where you gotta say, you've got to leave until you can calm down. You've got to get out. Good morning, Sherry. How are you? I call it vultures swarming in. Oh yeah, because they're after the stuff. Isn't it sick? This is sick. I actually know a family that they had their kids put tags on all of their parents' furniture on the underside. They're claiming it before they even their people are still alive, but they have everything tagged so they know who gets what. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. I find that to be sick. Doesn't everybody have enough of their own crap they got to worry about? Claiming somebody's belongings before they've even passed on. You should have seen my stepsister. Oh boy. See, that's the way people are. My husband, when his grandmother passed, uh, everybody was at the funeral except for a couple of his cousins. They were over at the grandmother's house cleaning it out while the funeral was going on. My husband told me that. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, my father-in-law was furious. Here, everybody's mourning the loss of grandma and mom, and the cousins are over there robbing the place blind. I just not right. Both of my grandmothers did it the smart way. My father's mother, she gave everybody stuff. She knew she was sick. She didn't tell anybody, but she knew she was sick, and so she came for her last visit here because she lived in Arizona, and she gave each of us something that she treasured, and so each one of us got something. And at the time we thought it was kind of odd, but thank you, and because she knew that we wouldn't see it after she had passed. So that's how she did. She gave away things beforehand. And then my other grandmother just made it where everything was sold. And then the money was split up between the kids. This way, nobody fought over anything, which I think is a smart thing to do because people are going to fight. When my grandma was passing, they cleared her house. I was heartbroken. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we each got, something special, from the other grandmother who had everything sold. We picked out, certain items, and it was pretty fair, but the rest of it was sold, and the money was put into the estate and then split up. It's just people go. I told my son that you could take all my stuff and throw it in the garbage for all I care. It's take what you want, and because by that time I'm sure he'll have a pile of his own garbage. Doesn't need my stuff too. And then I did that with my father when we made up his will. I sat down with him. I said, "You tell me who you want to have what, and then the rest of it, either you pick out what you want, or we'll donate it, or just get rid of it." I said, because I'm not going to be fighting over belongings. I refuse to do that. Sometimes adult children don't care about how much money they'll get after their parents pass away. Absolutely shameful. Should be thankful if they had parents that loved them. Exactly. But it's the truth. Money is the root of all evil. It's just horrible. My aunt and uncle came to see my mother and stole collectibles. Oh no, that's awful. That's awful. I see. I'm like, I only have the one child, so I mean, it's all his anyway. And he knows what's collectible. The antiques. I tell him, I point out because I have a lot of small antique things, and I say, yeah, all this stuff is worth something. So either you hold on to it and see if it increases in value, or sell it. Do whatever you want with it. My stepsister stole everything. Oh my God. Just, it's sick. I'm sorry. That is just sick. These are things. I mean, I understand if there's like some special stuff, special items, that has sentimental value. I get it. And then you usually say something to somebody, when whoever's in charge, gee, this really means something to me. Can I have this? You just don't go in there and rob the place. Yeah, you're right, Sage. It's sick when yeah, but it's what it is. It's all materialistic craziness. Oh, geez, I don't know. Excuse me, guys. Okay, something's out when she was sick and marked others, and then the rest was sold and the proceeds split up per her. Well, yeah, that's the way you do it. Everybody gets something special, and then the rest of it, yeah, you sell it and then split up, the money. My sister-in-law, husband and sisters were greedy. When my mother-in-law passed away, they were discussing 2 hours after. Yeah, see what I mean? 2 hours after she died. Well, see, this is what we were going through with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law didn't have anything, to be honest, guys. She was, in a nursing home, so she had stuff there, but we had a lot of her stuff here in our attic. And this is my nephew, and she had, a little bit of money in the bank, but we still had funeral stuff to pay for. So my nephew went bananas saying that we stole the money out of the bank because he went there to go get it out. And we're like, what do you mean stole the money? Who the hell was going to pay for the funeral, kid? I mean, we had to pay for stuff to put her in the ground. There was no extra. And I told him, who says you were entitled to any of it? You're the grandchild, not the child. Oh, it was a horrible thing. And like I said, I got to the point where that's it. After an hour of trying to calm him down and talk sense into him, I said, you've got to leave. I can't deal with this. You've got to leave. And then he threatened my husband and my son. And I said, well, now we're going to have to get the police involved. This is ridiculous. I go, and when Aunt Laura raises her voice, people listen. And he listened. He got out. Good morning, little miss. How are you? And we still haven't spoken to him. And it's been a year because he is just angry and thinks that, that we took what should have been his. I don't know. It's sad. My grandmother had just been buried not even an hour before people started accusing him. Oh my God. I'm a senior citizen. I'm working. F. Dulo is helping me with yeah, you got to take care of it. My husband doesn't like to talk about this stuff. But I said, we need to take care of this stuff ahead of time so there isn't that kind of chaos. Even though, like I said, we only have the one son, so he gets everything anyway. But like you said, all the relatives come crawling out of the woodwork when somebody passes, and then, all of a sudden you're like, oh, we haven't seen you in 20 years. But you're here now? Wow. Wow. They literally had 4 vans outside the garage. It took everything, including some of his stuff, when I was told to go get what I wanted. And I said, I got what she gave me when she was alive. I got 4 vans. I mean, I'm dreading the day that my father passes, and it's not, because, nobody wants their father to pass, but my father has so much stuff. And I'm thinking, oh God, what am I going to do with all of this stuff? I mean, everybody will take what they want, but there's going to be so much stuff. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, little miss. It's a rough morning for me, but I will make it through. I wish I could hire a death doula. Yeah, It's just safer all the way around it. Just have everything written down. Or do, like my grandmother did, just give it away before you pass, because it just saves a lot of a lot of drama. Good morning, Miss Steph. How are you? Thanks for the heads up on that, Steph. Believe it or not, when I started the stream this morning, I had to go through it twice because it wasn't working. I'm thinking, oh crap, here we go again. But it stuck this time. Hello, our Bible thumping aunt went to my uncle when he had a massive heart attack and was in a coma, took his hand and put an X on the paper, giving her power. Oh, that's not legal. Creed, that's not legal. He was in a coma. How did she get away with that? I made all my plans. Stuff is stuff. I just want to find someone to give my yarn and hooks to pass down. I have some of my grandmother's hooks. Oh, that's nice. Are there any kids that like to do crocheting and stuff like that? She sold it all, including the truck he bought for his girlfriend. Kicked her out of the house. They had been living there. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I don't know how that's legal. He was in a coma. That's not legal in any state. Holy moly. Death Tool is helping me with important documents. I even have purchased my own gravestone, so it's my way and what I want on it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, this is the way you should do it. Everything is done and out of the way. Well, I had an uncle that was helping my father with stuff, and then when we got a copy of the original will, my uncle had set it up so that he was getting everything. And I'm thinking, what the effing shit is this about? And my father, when he seen that, and he had this done when my father couldn't see. So my father was trusting him to do the things the way he wanted them done, and it wasn't that way. So I told my father, I said, well, we're going to void this will out, and we're going to do a new one. So we did an updated version, and I sat down with my father, and question by question, I said, okay, what do you want done with this? Who did this, that, and this, and the other thing? And so everything is down to the letter the way he wants it now. And thank God that we looked, because otherwise, if something happened, my sister and I wouldn't have gotten anything. That was one hell of a fight, I'll tell you there. I went right after my uncle for that one. When my mom passed away, my siblings and dad became jumped on me, more judgmental, and have treated me like crap since she passed away 2 years ago. Wow. I'm so sorry about that, Pinky. I just, not everybody's going to like the way somebody is, but you've got to be true to yourself. And your dad and your siblings are going to have to get over it. Otherwise, just tell them don't bother with me then. It wasn't, and I got his girlfriend the money she got for the truck and more, telling my aunt I will press charges if she didn't. Then I ended my tirade with praise Jesus, bitch. Oh, geez, Cree. Oh, God. I know those ones. Yeah, the Bible beaters are usually the worst, the biggest hypocrites. Now, one of my cousins took up crochet. My grandmother and great aunts taught me. I have been crocheting for 64 years. Is my lifeline. I do a lot of charity crocheting. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. But it's a shame that none of the kids took up crochet. I loved crocheting, but I have a feeling I haven't done it in a while because I'm getting the arthritis in my fingers. But I think I'm allergic to the fibers of yarn. Believe it or not, because every time I try to do something, I end up miserable allergy issues. Good morning, Carla. How are you, Miss Carla? Great show last night. We all enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to have to get like a vacuum system. So if I want to crochet anything, I'll just put it right over have the little vacuum system on my lap or whatever, or next to me. So it sucks up all those fibers. Because I like making like blankets and stuff like that and sweater sets for somebody who's having a baby. And I always think the homemade gifts are the best. So your work is fabulous, Pinky. It's their loss that they're missing out on your great creations. Um, there are many, many new yarns. Oh, yeah, I'll have to look into it because I do like to do that. And usually that's why I would spend like the winter months. If I'm not painting, then I like to sit and watch a movie and crochet. Good morning, Cripwalker. How are you? How are you, sir? It's a great way to keep warm. If you're making a blanket for somebody else, it's on your lap. So it's nice. Laura, the bitch of it was they did all of this and my uncle wasn't even dead yet. I know that's just sick, Cree. It's sick. But that's what I'm saying. I would have told him, yeah, either you cough up, you get that money back and do what you got to do, or I'm calling the law because that is illegal as hell. You can't do that. Oh, what do you like to paint? Oh, anything and everything, Sage. Still long enough, I'd put paint on you. I like to do restoring old pieces, old statues, stuff like that. Actually, I have an old duck decoy that my friend gave me, which has seen better days. That I'm going to do, which I probably should do a video on it. I think you guys would enjoy it. It needs some wood repair, and then it needs to be repainted. And right now, it's on a back burner, but it's waiting for me. And then I like to also paint, uh, scenic paintings, stuff like that. Whatever I'm in the mood. Put it that way. Good morning, Ace. How are you? Need ideas? I will help you. I am doing Afghans. So many great designers out there. Oh, just you know what it is the problem with that. I have to see you do it. Following a pattern or reading a pattern out of a book, it's just it never comes out right. But if because I'm a visual learner, so if I see somebody doing it, I've got it, and it's usually just one time, and I have it down. Um, but yeah, it's my mother was always really good at it, always good at crocheting, and she could do anything with the crochet needle. Actually, my mother she used to make my clothes and stuff too when I was younger. My daughters crochet all kinds of cute things. Oh, see, it's fun. It's nice that they learn how to do that. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, Ace. Me, not so good this morning. But you guys are here to cheer me up, so that's the bonus for me. I like to draw and paint, but having trouble with my arms and hands over the years. Yeah, me too. And the eyes. Because I like to do, you want to do some detailing and stuff. And so you're trying to see, so I got to have a lot of light. And then you hold the hand steady while you're trying to hold like a liner brush to do a detail, like an eye work and stuff like that. Well, people give away, like, get rid of old ceramic items and stuff like that. And they'll, we'll just throw it out. And I go, oh no, I used to take it. I said, let me take a look at it. And I repaint it and redo it. And then it's all brand new again. It's great. It sounds like I paint landscapes and animals. Yeah, I enjoy doing, landscape stuff like that. And then I like to give the stuff away as gifts. It's a good way to keep busy, especially in the winter because I don't go out in the winter. Best I could do was make a single link chain when I crocheted when I was younger. Yeah. Well, that's the start. Now you just keep going. I think the hardest thing I ever did was I always had trouble doing like the baby booties because it didn't always come out right the first time around. For some reason, I had issues with progressing from the soul of it and bringing it up to make the rest of it. And it would take me a couple tries, and then I would get it. Say, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah. And even if you aren't cheered up, that song will be in your head. That's true, Creed. That is true. Okay, what is that, Sage? And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, but I am going to look that up. I made a small rope for my sister's walking stick. I mean, yeah, it's right. As long as you try. My nan taught me 2-finger knit. She could knit, crochet, embroider, and darn. Yeah, I was into all of that stuff, Pomp. Knitting, I wasn't so good at, but I managed it. And knitting is actually, yeah, it's a true talent. It's amazing. And yeah, and embroidery and cross stitch and all that. I have all these projects that I have around in my shop and stuff, and I've got a lot of unfinished products. Lori, do you have a hobby? Cree, I have many hobbies. Many, many hobbies. And then someday I even might get a book out. Someday. If I ever find time to sit down and put my thoughts to paper. Did macrame in school. I can't knit or crochet. I'm shit at those things. Oh, Pinky. You might be surprised. I mean, it takes practice just like anything else. Oh my God, Mystic. That is an awesome talent. Yeah. I've seen people who made the lace. I think, oh boy. I don't know if even I could handle that one. But it's definitely a great talent to be able to do that. I was thinking to myself, how do they not get that stuff screwed up? All those, all the lines and the needles and all that. Just, yeah, tatting is amazing. And I suppose it's just like anything else, if you have a passion for it. Quilting is beautiful work too, Little Miss. Yeah. She was a great cook too. See, oh, there, Pomp had it made, man. Grandma made all the stuff and the food to go with it. I love diamond painting. Makes the shape of candy cross stitch. You name it, I've done it and tried it. Arts are awesome. Baiting was hard. Yeah, same here. I see. Diamond painting, I tried it. And it was okay. I just didn't like the end results of them. I just didn't. So I ended up giving those all away. I had a bunch of that stuff, but uh candy cross stitch, yeah, same thing. If it's out there, I've tried it. the majority of it. Laura, when you're disabled, do you have any hobby? Yeah, you're right, Mystic. Yeah, we do. But I've always been that way. Woodworking, I always loved wood. I get that from my father. So I always teased it every, when I go to like the Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, I had for the wood department. I love the smell of lumber and wood, and then I would think it's, what can I get my hands on, and I always repurpose old wood too, and we never throw any of that stuff away. There's always a birdhouse you can make, or some kind of craft. And I like miniatures. I love doing work, stuff like that. Actually, I've been looking at some miniature stuff online that I'd love to get my hands on. I've got to save up so I can treat myself. Laura, she was a seamstress for rich ladies in Cincinnati. Ooh, nice. That's a talent too. Everybody goes, oh, sewing, it's just sewing. But no, it's you got to know what you're doing to make things look correct, fit correctly. I know a woman, she was a seamstress her whole life. And boy, if you had a hole in something, she could patch it up. You wouldn't even know the hole was there. That's damn good. I managed to salvage a couple of quilt chimies. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful to have. See, this is the thing. It's sad nowadays that the generation today doesn't appreciate those things. They don't appreciate antiques because all they see is old junk. They don't see the beauty and the craftsmanship, the detail work. And it's even today in architecture, when you see buildings go up, there's nothing spectacular about modern buildings, in my opinion. All the older buildings had such character and detail, and it was just gorgeous work. The object, Carlos, I have no talent. Pomp, everybody has talent. You just haven't discovered yours. Or you're overlooking it. That's right. Carla's absolutely right. We all have a talent. Most people just don't realize it. You just don't look at it that way. I mean, your talent could be humor, Pomp. Make people laugh. I've learned how to scream thanks to teaching from my future son-in-law. He is teaching me bass next. Nice. I can't scream. Nothing comes out. Nothing comes out. I thought about going, starting to play instrument again, but a guitar mostly. But my arthritis, I don't think I could do it because you have to have a certain amount of pressure. So I don't think I could do it anymore. My fingers wouldn't be happy. It's just like, with jewelry making, I had to give that up because I couldn't hold on to the tools anymore. I used to do a lot of leather working, make, leather bags, moccasins. It's a lot of detailed sewing, and I had to get I just couldn't, I can't hold on to the tools. Rosaries. I made handmade traditional rosaries. Excuse me, sold those for years. Again, it's a lot of wire wrapping and plier work, and I only do that if I get a special request because it just takes me forever to get it done. So it's I have to limit myself on what I can do now because of the hands and the fingers. I totally wrecked my voice because I don't scream properly. So best not to. Oh, well, my voice, well, because I always loved singing. I've always sang. And when I had laryngitis a couple of years ago, I screwed up my vocal cords. So I can't hit certain notes anymore. And I try not to push it because I don't want to damage what's left. but it's very annoying. You know, the songs that I used to be able to sing, you can't hit those certain notes. You're like, oh, what the hell? And when I was younger, I was a soprano. I'm not anymore. Those days are gone. Tickly pop, yes, when it comes to that, there's ways to protect your voice and whatnot. Oh, yeah, you have to be very careful because the damage could be long term. And see, I was thinking, okay, it'd be great. Pamper my vocal cords and everything should come back into play. And it's been over a year and it's still not right. Son and my sister-in-law crafting. My sister can look at any. See, I can do that. Oh, see, that's Cree. That's the way I am. It's terrible. I would go to craft fairs and stuff, in people's booths, and I'd say, "Oh, this is adorable. I'd love to do this." And I'm thinking, "Wait a minute, I could just make this myself." That's my downfall. And then I'd go home and I'd make it. How much, Laura? My rosary broke. I would love some handmade ones. Papa depends on. Well, mostly I use Swarovski crystals when I make mine. They're $30. My son taught my grandpa how to weld, and he can do that, make beautiful lamps, and does woodwork and all kinds of things. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Takes practice, Creed. Takes practice. Yes, my son is a brilliant welder too. He can make some nice stuff. He doesn't make anything for his mother though, because I'll tease him and say, "Did you make me one?" No. Oh, Lord, thank you. I have to get stuff done and started. Have a great day. Thank you, Carla. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing all of your wonderful talents with us. I hope you have a great day. Yeah, that's the problem, Pop. The posters is what kills it. I think, well, no, I don't even think I have any pictures on my Facebook. I might of some of the rosaries I've made. And I always tell everybody, if they do purchase a set of rosaries, to go get them blessed because I don't bless them before I ship them out. My grandmother could do that with sewing. She would inspect the garment and go home and make it. That's talent. When you can look at, I mean, I can sew, but not like that. I do the best I can. I mean, I used to make everybody like pajama pants and stuff like that for Christmas. But to look at an outfit and then go home and make it, no. I've never gotten that in depth with sewing. I have enough to make it through. And, if somebody wants a costume, I could do that. But just a regular garment, that's something I've never attempted. My sister saw her taught herself macrame because she wanted to make a plant holder. She saw the gifts she has, and even growing plants. The woman can breathe on a dead plant and bring it back to life. Oh, good. Tell her to come to my house. My poor plants, I've neglected them. They're looking a little rough. But yeah, I used to love macrame too. I've done that, and it's back in fashion now, which is great. Post is outrageous. Yeah, it is outrageous. Oh, killed my online selling. Yeah, because I used to sell all of my jewelry and stuff online too, Mystic. And yeah, It's in the United States, it wasn't too bad, but when I would send stuff abroad, it was cheaper back, in the day when I was doing it. Now, I sent stuff out just it was last year, I believe. It had a Wayne and stuff, and I was like, "Oh my god," the postage cost more than the stuff that I made. It was insane, and then one person didn't even get their stuff. Sorry, had to go through the morning check system. Got one outage today. It's a biggie though. Should be busy this morning. Oh boy. Yeah, it's rainy and crappy here. It just started raining. That's right, Cree. You can write. Your imagination is your talent. How many times I've sat down when I was younger and said, I want to do this and put words to paper, and I would start it and just never finish it. My problem is because I want to hurry up and get the story on the paper and done, and it's just not the way that's not the way you do it. There has to be stuff in the middle called the story. Someday I might do it. Who knows? When I hit it big in the YouTube world and have all that extra money so I can just sit down and do what I want anytime. Of course, I'm not gonna hold my breath for that one. You have a great day, Mystic. Thanks for hanging with us for this short amount of time that you had. I know I've got stuff to do too, but it'll still be there when I'm done. It's the way I look at it. It'll be there when I'm done. Not like it's gonna go anywhere. Let's see. Uh, Laura, the bats and the jack-o'-lanterns are watching me. Yeah, they're waiting to see what you got. You don't got any cookies or anything, do you? They might swoop in like seagulls and snatch it. It's so funny. People say they have all these ideas to write, but when faced with a blank sheet, their mind is blank on how to start. I look at it and immediately start typing. Yesterday I wrote 7.2. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Now I know how to start it. It's like I said, my problem is I always get a good start and I always know how I want it to end. It's the middle where, like I said, it's the story's in there. I just can't get the whole thing out on paper. Good morning, Big Stew. How is Big Stew this morning? And hello, Roger. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Them bats and them pumpkins checking you guys out. 'Tis the season. I'm looking forward to next Wednesday. That's the Halloween special. That's going to be great fun. I'm excited for Carla and Susan being able to go to Salem. Oh, I wish I could go, but it's just not going to be possible. But I'm still going to be there live. So it's going to be really great fun. I think everybody's going to enjoy going through the streets of Salem and all the little things that we've got planned. I did some exploring today. Went to Halifax. That's Yorkshire, not Nova Scotia. Oh, nice. The problem is people want to write the story how they want it. I know this sounds odd. I listen and trust my characters to tell their story. You know what? That's probably the way it should be done, Cree. It just let it flow naturally. Like I said, I used to have notebooks filled with stuff that I'd written down. God knows what I ever did with them. I just never sat in front of the typewriter and typed it all out. I used to handwrite it all out in notebooks. And then, of course, life happens. You get married, family, and just other things take over. Other things just get in the way. You can hear the voices. Well, yeah, you're living the story in your own imagination. So that's great. That's a great writer. I think Carla and Susan are going to do something with Noah too. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard yet. But it's going to be fun while they're walking the streets of Salem, and it'll be live. We're going to stream it live. Writing music is the same, so much better just to let it flow and write itself. You're right, Stu. You are so right about that. Anytime it's forced, it just doesn't work right. And it never comes out right when it's forced. And that's what makes, a good story or a good song a good song. It's just something that comes naturally, and the majority of stories and songs that are done actually are done either really quick and it's a mistake that they think at the time, they weren't serious about it, but it turns out to be one of the best things that was ever created. That's one of the reasons that right now I'm writing a series that is shorts. My readers say they wanted it because with everything going on, it's too hard to write my bigger series, and it's working. Oh, that's good, Cree. And not for nothing, there's a lot of people don't have time to read a huge novel. So yeah, they enjoy the shorts because they can enjoy that book in an afternoon or a couple of days and then go on to the next adventure. Carrie, the movie is on TV and she's about to get blood dumped on her. Oh no, messy days, messy days. Good movie though. That was one hell of a movie. Sir Pop says, Flying Pumpkins, Charlie Brown. Sorry, not sure if you're familiar with the Peanuts cartoon. Oh, yeah. The Flying Pumpkins, Charlie Brown. I started with poetry and then started turning my poetry into lyrics. Yes, Pinky, that's usually how it's done. I also used to write a lot of poetry when I was in high school. And then after high school, I did it for a little while. And again, notebooks full of stuff and don't know, when you move and stuff, I just lost all that stuff, which is a shame because I did have a lot of good stuff that could have been turned into something. It's starting to get daylight out. Go out and take a peek. It's really cold where you are, Sage. Oh boy. Yeah, it's kind of, yesterday was nice and warm, but it was kind of overcast. But today, I guess for the next couple of days, we've got some rain in our forecast. Of course, unfortunately, it makes it rough on my husband for work because, they're still building a house. And this time of year, it's hard to get stuff to dry. But at least now they finally got the walls and stuff up, so they'll be inside. Nobody's going to get wet. And then he gets hit up by the neighbor. He wants him to paint the house. And I was telling him, it's kind of late in the year to be painting the outside of the house. So he goes, I'll do the best I can. Can't guarantee that it's going to dry correctly because, if it's not at least, 55, 56 degrees, the paint's not going to set correctly. Oh, God. It's sorry. My therapist got me into writing my feelings into poetry. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Perfect therapy, writing it down on paper. I always tell a lot of people that if you've got some, issues that you can't deal with and just things you want to get out, always have a journal, your own personal journal. And it's just, because this, you can pour out your true feelings on the paper, and nobody's going to see them. It's your words, unless you want to share them. Today, I take my hubby to spend the afternoon with his mom. She's visiting, a long day for us, and then we're taking care of his dad. So it's a balancing act. What are you taking care of yourself, Cree? And is the father-in-law home, or is he back in the hospital? Because I know you said that they checked him out, but then he had to go back in because of pneumonia. I think that's what you said. I try to remember, guys. Even though sometimes that fibro fog kicks in, I'll remember later. It's like yesterday I was listening to some music online while I was working on a magazine, and there was one song I was like, oh my God, I couldn't think of what the hell the name of the song. To Save My Soul. I knew the band, couldn't think of the damn song. It took me about 20 minutes. And then finally I'm going over the lyrics in my head, and it popped into my head. It's like, this is just not right. Cree overdoes. I've had chats with Cree. She overdoes. And we're all guilty of it because I do it too. It's like I was supposed to take my medicine this morning. I forgot. I forget a lot all the time. And the bottle could be stuck right up my ass, and I'd still forget to take it. It's terrible. Little miss, off to work. Don't work too hard. Try to enjoy your day. Thank you for coming to hang out with us this morning. I appreciate it. Steph, I get blonde fog. Well, yeah, that's what they could call fibro fog too. It's blonde fog. It's just, and the older you get, the worse it gets. You're just like, come on. This is, my husband bitches about it all the time. I can't remember nothing. He's bitching. But if he's driving somewhere, he knows exactly where he's going, how to get there, no matter where he is, which is great because when we went out for a ride the other day, it was really nice out, and we stopped somewhere. I'm thinking, well, I'm glad you know where you're going because I have no clue. So it's because it's a place I've never been, but he knows what he's doing. Thank God for GPS because I would have had to type it in the phone to find out where the hell I was. It's me, and the feels really bad. The zombie bite. But I don't know. I've never heard that one. The zombie. Ouch! Just stuck myself. With all the canning and traveling, I haven't had a chance to finish my article for you. I will probably be for November. I'm writing one. Oh, you still got time. You still got time, Sage. You still got time to sneak it in. I was putting recipes in the magazine last night. I've got to come up with a drink because I always do like a main course and all the sides, a dessert, and then a drink for whatever holiday that we're going through. Um, I didn't get to finish, so today I'm going to be doing the dessert recipe and a drink recipe. And then a couple of more stories to edit. But yeah, you got time to still send me stuff, guys, to get it in. I can't believe, yeah, it's already on the end of the month. Oh my God, that's my hubby. He might not have been somewhere in 20 years, and he could still direct me on. Yeah, some people that's a talent. My mother-in-law was like that. She goes, "Well, I need you to take me here," and I go, "Well, I've never been there." She goes, "Well, I'll just tell you." And 80 something years old and still knew exactly how to get somewhere. Good morning, graduate. How are you? I hope you're well this Wednesday. Now, see, like me, I when I meet somebody and I can always remember their name and by seeing their face. So I never forget anybody. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. That's okay. Lurk away. Glad you could come and hang out and say hello. I know it's afternoon time for you guys. Love the background. Oh, thanks. Isn't it fun? I always have such a good time with the Halloween season. It's fun. And I'm looking forward to tonight. Hopefully, everybody can pop in on the show tonight. I've got Bristol Paranormal UK, Sean and Ryan. Those guys crack me up. They're going to be on tonight, so we're going to have a little fun with them. Yeah, 3 p.m. there, isn't it? Just yeah, your day's winding down. Mine's just beginning. 10 o'clock here. By the time I get off of here, it'll be lunchtime. Then I'll make lunch and then start cleaning and putting stuff away and finish up. Actually, I wanted to practice on my makeup for the show next Wednesday with the girls. I'm kicking around a couple of ideas, so I'm going to do a little practice run and see how it looks. That should be fun. Yeah, those guys are a hoot. They really are. When they went on the last investigation there, and they had Ryan was in that blue sleeping bag suit. Oh my, that was hilarious. So I am 12 hours ahead of Lisa. I know you guys are. You guys are into the next day, Pinky. The time warp thing going on there. I'll be right back. Yes, we'll be here. We'll be here. Actually, I was thinking about getting back into because when we were talking about doing hobbies and stuff, and I love doing miniatures, doll houses. I've done 3 custom made doll houses, uh, and then I stopped doing it for a while. Well, the one of them I gave to my niece, and when she moved out, she left it here in her old bedroom, and it's still there. And I thought about getting it, bringing it back upstairs, and refurbishing it, and maybe making it into a spooky mansion. Because right now it's a Victorian style house, and I thought about maybe just maybe turning it into like a spooky mansion. Not sure yet, because then it'll take me over a year to redo everything. But if you guys like doing like little tedious type things, like little work and stuff. Dollhouse stuff is just great. Miniatures is just amazing. Okay, sorry, I have to get ready to go. Everyone, have a great day. Hope to see you all tonight. We will be looking forward to seeing you, Miss Cree. Don't overdo and enjoy your day. The Bristol guys are a lot of fun. Yeah, they are. They're hilarious. Very genuine, nice guys. They really are. That's the thing in the paranormal community. It's really rare when you find somebody who's really, really genuine and really nice. So then when you do find a group of guys that are, it makes it all the better. It's 9:07 p.m. there. Do you know my faithful handyman, Riff-Raff? No, I don't. I did send an invite to Bill just in case he wanted to pop in. They don't even know if he's awake yet. Because he's got Saturday, he's going to be doing music. He's been practicing like a good boy. So that'll be fun to check that out. Him working on all that new music. Actually, I feel bad because I never continued with it, with anything that I played. I should have, because then I would have enjoyed it a lot more. Now, and of course, now that I'm older and fingers don't work like they used to, so yeah, I don't think it would work out so great. Arthritis stinks. And I have it in every finger. I think it's pouring outside, guys. I can hear it. It's definitely an inside day. And I could either take either one of two ways. It's a good day. Well, get caught up on the cleaning, or just be lazy and snuggle down with a good movie. Or take advantage and do some baking. I don't know. I haven't decided. Sage so true. Follow up Shack treatment wasn't too bad. Oh, which film are you guys talking about? Because it's not sounding familiar to me. My faithful handyman, Riff-Raff. Yeah, it's not sounding familiar. You guys gotta clue me in. Oh, the Rocky Horror. Oh God, I haven't seen that in so long. I don't even remember. Yeah, so I wouldn't remember I wouldn't remember any of the lines in the movie. Yes, yeah, great one. Pink and red dabbled cloud on a peach-colored sky. My day can start now. Oh, wonderful! That sounds so pretty. We are overcast, gray, and rainy here. Not so pretty. Yes, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Great movie. Great, great, great. And he's aging pretty bad. I think he's sick. That's what I heard. Uh, last day. He wasn't too talented guy. That's the thing. It stinks. You spend your life doing so many incredible things, and the payoff is that old age kicks the crap out of you. Pinky says it's dark outside. I can see the stars. Wonderful. I can see the stars. Enjoy that. It's such a pleasure to be able to see a great night sky. Here, being down in the village, it's you see them, but they're not as bright. But then when we go up on the mountain and spend some time up there at the lake, and it's just amazing how much better the night sky is when you're away from all the lights and all the crap. So much clearer. Yeah, poor Tim Curry, always the best Pennywise. Yeah, well, like I said, yeah, he's not doing too well, I guess. This last that I heard. But talented guy. Loved everything that he was in. And actually, I just found out was this year, last year? Last year. Uh, they also played the devil. Um, and what the hell's the name of that? See, oh my God. See, now I'm forgetting the movie. You guys know what movie I'm talking about. Shit. Had Tom Cruise in it. It was like Tom Cruise was really young. And he played the devil character. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know that was him. Awesome job he did in that movie. It'll come to me eventually. He was great in Clue. Yeah, he's good in everything he does. He's love all of it. Legend. There it is. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, Legend. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I just found that out last year because I never knew who it was. I just saw him in a couple of old episodes of Roseanne. Yeah, he's been all over. He's a really good actor. I've enjoyed everything that he's done. Even if it's just like small parts here and there, like in Home Alone. Just freaking hilarious. Legend was an awesome movie. It was. Like I said, that part, when you see that character, you're like, oh my God, who's this guy? And just with the makeup and the way he portrayed it, it was like, holy crap, I had no clue that was him. And of course, I never bothered to research it. And then, like I said, it was like a couple of years ago, I found out it was him. I'm like, get out. There's no way. So that's when I looked it up. I'm like, oh, it is him. Holy shit. Never knew it. I know, it was such a dark, twisted tale. It was really a good movie. And this thing is, Tom Cruise as a person, I'm not too thrilled with because he's really weird, but as an actor, he's really good. He is really good. And he doesn't age either, so maybe he made a deal with the devil in that movie because he still looks damn good. Beautiful sunrise today. Wow, it's amazing. Oh, enjoy it. I wish we had some sunshine. Just a little bit more, but we're supposed to get hit with rain for the next couple of days. We need the rain though desperately. We had a very dry summer. And I'm surprised that my plants and stuff did as well as they did outside. I'm still getting roses on my rose bushes, which is flooring me because we had like 29-degree weather a few days ago. And I thought, well, there goes all the plants. And nope, I just cut a beautiful rose off of my rose bush yesterday. I figured, well, let me cut it and bring it in the house and enjoy it before the frost does take it. And then I've got a big, huge rose bush out in front, and it just keeps pumping out flowers. My husband's like, this is really weird. I go, well, it's a really good rose bush. Rain here all week. Oh, no. We were supposed to be that way last week, and we lucked out. Somebody must have turned the dome on. This is the joke around here. My sister and I have got. Where we live, the village, we always say that we always miss everything. Oh, big, huge storm coming. So we're looking forward to it, and nothing. And we said, oh, somebody turned the dome on. So the storm passed right over us. Last night I saw the stars. It was gorgeous. I could see the Milky Way and satellites. It was amazing. Yeah, it is. You're lucky because you're out there in the open, Sage. Do you have a telescope? I bought my son a telescope purposely so that we could stargaze. And of course, the perfect part place to set it up is in the front on our front porch. I said, we ain't gonna be able to do this because then the neighbors are gonna think we're peeking in their windows. Out back, it's okay, but we have a lot of trees in the way. Yeah, I love it when they show up so bright and brilliant, and you could see all the constellations. I used to know all the names and how to spot them all. That's the nerd part of me. Love the space. Even though I don't like to fly, I think I would take the chance of, if we ever had the chance to be able to travel in space, just to see it would be amazing. What do Keanu Reeves and the Baby Yoda have in common? They age at the same rate. Oh, almost no light pollution here. Yeah, see, we have a lot of light pollution here. So, you can see them, but they're not brilliant. That's nice. I have one I just recently got, but I'm giving it to my stepdad for Christmas. Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah, it's great to be able to enjoy that without the light pollution. That's why I like it when we go up on the mountain and then we sit out at night and it's just a brilliant sky. Gives you a better chance, when it's clear sky, you can see all them UFOs go by. And you get the telescope out and you can see if the little green men are waving. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Actually, it's afternoon for Mark, too. So good afternoon, sir. What does Mark have going on today? Anything fun? Cher is on the same aging schedule. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's sick. She's like 75 years old. Christ's sakes, man. She looks better than all of us. I know she's had a little nip tuck here and there. You could tell that, but she still has, the genetics are just disgusting. They can look that good. I got the coolest picture yesterday in the mountains when the fog haze through them. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, nice. Oh, it would be nice if you could share that with us. That'd be great. I love it. Yeah, when the last time I was up at the lake there, I shared some photos on Facebook of the fog. It was really cool. Just the fog rolling through in the mountain you can see over the top. Really, really nice pictures. Well, I wanted to go out live again, but it's due to a big storm, so may have to stay in and do it. Ah, I see. Yeah, everybody's getting hit some kind of rain or something. I lost my pedometer up there a few weeks ago. I swung by there and ended up finding. Get out! You found it? Well, good for you. Oh yeah, post it, Sage. I'd love to see that. I love it when you could be at the right moment to get the perfect photograph, you know? I have some cool photos and stories for your magazine thingy that you do. Send them in, Mark. You've got a couple of days to get them into me for November. Yeah, send them. You can send them to the raw paranormal8 Gmail address. I just looked. 79. Get out, Stu. Really? She's 79 and still puts a little lead in my pencil. That's a deal with the devil. You got that right. 79. Damn. 79-year-old granny, and she's still rocking it. That makes the rest of us sad. Shit. I mean, I can't complain. I don't think I look my age, but, I don't look as good as Cher. It was still on and working. Oh, that's funny, Sage. It was still on and working. Well, that's good. At least it didn't get ruined. Okay, Mark. Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, send it. Send the stuff in. Oh, Bill is going to join us. Awesome sauce. Must be getting his coffee. Getting a late start to his day. Of course, who knows when he went to bed? I know he said he was going to be working on some music to get ready for Saturday. That still floors me, Stu. 79. Oh, jeez. Old bag. And I think she's dating like a 30-something-year-old guy. That kind of grosses me out. But I mean, hey, more power to her. I just emailed you the picture there. Okay, thank you, Sage. Wonderful. Do I have permission to put it in the magazine, Sage? So that we could share it with everybody. I don't share unless I have permission. Well, if you could turn back time. Yeah, if I could turn back time, yeah. I'm still listening. You're in my ear. We're in Steph's ear. Hello, Stephanie. What are you doing, Steph? Are you checking out wine bottles today? Grab a couple and send them to me. I could use some wine. Do you need a background story as well with the pictures? Sure, if you want to send one. Sure. This way everybody will know what the pictures are about and what the scoop is. That'd be great, Mark. If you want, share. Oh, thank you, Sage. Okay, she said we could share it, so I'm going to share it. We'll put it in there in the pages. Let's see. What can we say to Steph? See, it's hard to make Steph blush. We'd have to come up with something really, risque and raunchy. Get Steph blushing while she's at work. see, that's the stuff that I would do. That stuff that would just to get a rise out of her while she's at work, and the people would be looking at her like, "What the hell's the matter with her?" That stuff's funny. I'll do that stuff to my husband all the time. He gets so mad. Cascade Mountains off of Highway 20. Oh, nice. And I'll do that stuff to him in the store. And I've got this thing with my husband when I walk up close behind him, and then I just kind of like cut my hand, and I get a cheap feel off of his ass, and I'll do it in the store. And he gets such a look on his face. He won't say anything till we get outside, but and I'll say things to him in his ear just to get some kind of a response. He gets so mad at me. The queen is in the house. I'm working too, so this could be fun. Excuse me. She's here. She's lurking and listening. Or when I used to, use the truck, and I'd pick him up at work, and he'd be in the parking lot with all the other guys, and I'd pull up, roll the window down, and say, "Hey, baby, I'm looking for a sugar daddy. You want to come home with me?" Oh, he wants to kill me because I do stuff like that. I'm sorry, I think it's funny. It's very easy to embarrass my husband. And I'll do it at home too, and he gets embarrassed at home. Or if we're on the phone and he's at work, I'll do the same thing, and I'll be on the phone, and I'll be saying all kinds of stuff on the phone, and he'll be like, "You want to shut up?" Because I know his face is probably getting red, or he doesn't know how to respond because of what I've said, and it could be something really cheeky. So, hey, you got to keep it. You got to keep it going. You got to keep it spicy. All in good fun. My husband used to work with this one guy. Oh, I used to love to heckle him. Good morning, Justin. How are you? Actually, it's afternoon for you. Good afternoon, sir. I heard there's bad weather that way. You got your jumper on? I need to put one on here. It's a little chilly. Yeah, so my husband worked with this one guy, and this guy was a bit of a smart ass, and so I used to break his balls all the time. And he wasn't used to it because he was usually the ball breaker, but he met his match with me, and he told my husband one time, he goes, "Why is your wife always gonna break my balls?" I was like, because it's fun. And because I can. I will try to get that story done tonight when you premiere. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, just whenever you're done, just send it. You've got a couple of days. Because it's 22nd. Yeah, you got a few days yet. I was thinking even might have some tea today, guys. The tea thing might happen. Who knows? Good afternoon, Ryan. How are you? We were talking about you. Were your ears burning? Ryan in his blue man suit. You gonna sport the suit tonight on the show, Ryan? When I have you guys on later? That'd be funny. or did you give it away? I say you make Beardo wear it. Sorry, but that would be really funny. I mean, he's put on a dinosaur costume. Why not the little blue jumping bag there, a sleeping bag? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Beardo in the blue suit. Nope, still got it. Okay, good. Yeah, you save it for him. Tell him it's an initiation that everybody that goes out with you guys has to wear it at least once. He's usually a good sport. He'd probably do it. I'll be right back. Coffee run. Okay. We'll be here, graduate. Go get that coffee. I know. And Justin, I still got to watch your last show with that guy. Oh, God. I was so mad that I missed it. I passed out, fell asleep, and I'm like, oh, shit, I missed it. I tuned in just as you were signing off. I'm going to try to get him to wear it in Jamaica. And oh, that'd be fabulous. I'm sorry, that would be really funny. I wonder who met up with the hairy one earlier. Actually, so bleep. I heard a bleep. Where is it? There he is. Hey, what'd you do? Just wake up?
No, I had some. I had a lot of stuff I had to do. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I just threw it out there to you if you wanted to join or not.
Yeah, hello everybody.
Laura Wolf excuse. No, seriously, I woke up, Justin. I says, "Oh no, God, I forgot that Justin's gonna have that guy on." I'm like, and then I turned it on. It was like, oh, it's over with. Shit. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it later, and then yeah, I'd love to have him on as well because I know. Yeah, I heard you say you didn't have enough time to answer all everybody's questions, so that's why I thought it would be great to have him on. You can't wait for the interview tonight. Yeah, I can't wait either, Ryan. So what was keeping you busy this morning, Sir Bill?
Hi Sage. Hey Ryan. Hey Paranormal. Hi everybody. Well, um, well, I don't. So I had to take the dog out, and then so Michelle, she usually does a lot of things for the dog in the morning, but
Right?
she didn't have time, so like she makes like eggs for him, scrambled eggs for him in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. So I had to do that for him in the morning, and like I know it sounds like well that shouldn't take that long, but it just kind of like alters the morning if you're not used to doing it. So like I had to do it, and then like our new cat is like a real pain in the butt because she's like even though she's like bigger than a kitten, she's still a kitten, and
Right.
she's new here, and she's still exploring, and she's um man, she's just full of energy. She's awesome. I love her so much.
She's doing kitty things.
She's doing kitty things, and then so when I took the dog out this morning, my neighbor was walking on the street in the front of the house, on the road, I should say. We don't have a street, we have a road. And then so then I was talking to him, um, and then everything just yeah. And then well, I had to make coffee first before I came on, so it was just a late start to everything. And then by the time I saw your message, it was like, oh, all right, cool, you know. And yes, I did get to bed late because I was like practicing and so yeah, it just was like, you know, late start.
It's just one of those rough mornings. Yeah, Stu goes, "Who let the dog out? Who?"
And yeah, I mean, I think if we would have planned like cuz we didn't plan it, but like I probably would have like maybe got up a little like earlier for it maybe, but like I don't know.
He
I know
would
that
have
I'm
got
always
up
welcome,
early.
but
Yeah.
sometimes like sometimes I go to bed at 2. Usually that's my normal time. I go to bed at 2 in the morning.
Right.
And then I know you start at 9. So even if like I was always invited, I know I'm always invited no matter what. You know what I'm saying, Laura?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the invite's always there. But like even like when 9 does roll around, I know that I'm like really tired.
Yeah. You don't tell me about it. I know.
But there's been times where I have been up at like 8 and I'm like, even though I did go to bed at say even sometimes 3, I'm still like ready to rock and roll. Like, you know,
Oh,
but
I'm glad somebody is. I
yeah.
was up every hour on the hour last night. I'm thinking, then when I finally did it, I said, just stay up, Laura. Just forget it.
Yeah. Laura, I do the same thing. I lay there and I go like so like I have my alarm set for 9:30 and I'm like I'll wake up at like 8:30. And then I lay there I'm like why you just get up? Why are you late? Why are you laying here? Because you know you're not going to fall asleep. Yeah, just get up. So I get up.
Oh no, I fall asleep, and it's like, it's an every hour on the like I go to sleep for about an hour, wake up, get up,
I
go back
hate.
to bed, hour, sleep, get up. So yeah, it's a
Yeah,
big pain in the ass. So you don't get much rest, and it was just a bad morning. See, no worries, Laura. It's all good. Yeah, I had 20 minutes of questions, and then Richard's phone went dead. Yeah, that stinks. So yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and if I can manage to get him on, and maybe pick up where you took late. Yeah, you ended up. Then everybody can get the rest of their questions in. Trying to get Jason Hawes on. Yeah, I tried getting you. You're gonna have a better chance of getting him on than I will. Maybe he just doesn't like me. I don't know.
Big Stu, good to see you. Mark, good to see you. Steph, good to see you.
Tried to do it, but Jason Hawes didn't want to come on here. Let's see. I'd be a zombie at 8 a.m. I'm a zombie. Anything before 10. Oh, geez. Well, it
Mark, you.
was.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you,
Go
Laura. I
ahead.
was going to say usually I am too, but lately, like, I mean, Mark's younger than we are, but like, I have kids and stuff, but like, I used to like, dude, like honestly, I used to like sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like out like but like I'd like 10 hours of sleep. But lately I've like been like an insomniac and like operating on like 6 to 7 hours of sleep. I'm fine. Like I can't do it anymore. Like I have to get up. I have to like start my day and just get on with it. I feel like I'm like even though like I don't have anything in particular to do, just get up, man. Like I don't know. I know I get it. I used to be that way too. Like I'd be a zombie, but like the coffee's beckoning and just get up, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, I try to say that too, but it's see, I'm up at 7 a.m. every day and don't go to bed until like 2 or 3 a.m. Yeah, no, I'm up at 2 and 3 also, but then I go back to sleep. It's just very broken sleep. And,
Wow.
there, your body can't heal when you have that kind of a sleep pattern.
See,
It's been
uh
that way for a long time now.
Ryan, my mother was like that. She would be up at like 6 or 7 a.m. and she'd go to bed at like maybe not that late, but she would I'd be amazed at how like late she'd go to bed, and then like she'd be up in the morning listening to classical music that like WNPR. Like she'd be
Yeah.
up like reading the newspaper like super early, drinking her tea. I'd be like,
See, I used to be that way because you at least you'd get a good 5, 6 hours of solid good sleep. But with ever since having the fibro, I've got pressure point issues and all kinds of stuff. So it wakes you up. The pain wakes you up.
oh, I know, Laura. I'm the same way. I'm always waking up during. Uh, honestly, this is like old people syndrome. I have to like get up like 5 times a night to go pee.
Yep, same here.
Well, I think that's because I'm on this antibiotic, though.
Oh no, it's just because I'm drinking water like they tell you to.
I know. I was just thinking that too, though, Laura. I was like, wait a minute. Is it because I'm on that antibiotic? Because I'm drinking a
Probably.
boatload of water, but I always drink a boatload of water.
Yeah.
I drink a ton of water anyway. So I'm like, last night, I think I got up literally at least 4 times to go pee. I'm like, this is
It's
ridiculous,
it's
man.
annoying is what
I
it
know.
is.
And then
So
you sit there, you play mind games. You're like, should I get up and go pee, or should I just like sleep? No, you're like, no, you have to pee. Well, yeah, but I'm
yeah.
tired. You're like, I could sleep through this. You're
No,
like, yeah,
just
but what
lay
if?
there and
You're like,
wet the bed. What the
yeah, yeah,
hell?
you're like, yeah, but what if I pee the bed? You're like, I'm not gonna pee the bed. I'm an
Uh,
adult. Yeah, but adults pee the bed.
never,
You're like,
at, at this stage, you can't say no, it'll never happen because,
I
yeah.
know. And then you're like, you're arguing with yourself. You're like, yeah, but I know. I'd be like, yeah, but I'm tired. Yeah, but like, you're like, go pee. You're like, all right, I'll go pee.
You sneeze or cough, and that's it. You blow your shorts out.
You blow your shorts out.
You're done.
I know.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're done. You're done. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate it. I try to have interesting people on. And so, I do the best I can. Not everybody's willing. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. Sherry. All right, we're going to do it. Let's see if we explode.
Oh boy.
Are y'all still there?
Yeah, we're all right.
Yahoo! It worked.
Yeah, and it made a jingle too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
So-
it's what I can get away with so far. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Every time I try something new, I'm afraid.
Good night, Pinky.
Pinky's leaving us. Good. All right. Yep. It's yeah. Speaking of sleep, I'm falling asleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, sweetie. Good night. Dream of dragons. Let's see. Whenever I need to pee, all I dream about is trying to find a toilet. Oh, I'm telling you, it's bad because being chased by vampires and demons on your way to the bathroom. That's rough.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's when you. I've done that. You're laying there and you're dreaming and you're like, oh. And you feel like, oh yeah, and you're dreaming you're in the bathroom, and that's when you wake up. You're like, oh shit, and you got to run.
Yeah,
that's a bad one. Bad dream. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hello. Hey. Sean's here too. Woohoo! He called us lovers. All right. Let's see. My brother-in-law. I could see. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. My brother-in-law, I can see you working hard on the channel. Being in chat with Laura is not hard work. Yeah, he's doing research, Sandra. He's doing research for later. I know you guys. Well, you guys do all that editing stuff, like Bill editing.
Yeah.
Not me.
Hey, nope. I'm going to try to add my channel right now.
Okay.
I wonder if it'll work.
Let's see. Well, when I first started the show, it wasn't working. I'm thinking, oh, come on, man. It's like,
oh yeah. So
excuse me. Yeah. Well, I had to hit it twice. I'm thinking, oh, don't even pull this crap now. I just paid my property taxes for my home in Salem over $4,000. Oh, if I paid it in full, I had to pull back a few hundred out of savings. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Good morning, Julie. Good morning.
No way. It says I'm streaming to my channel right now.
There you go. See?
No way.
Let him off, Laura. No, he's doing research. I got you, Ryan. I got you. Sent you over some interesting things from my vault. All right, Mark. Yeah, gonna add it into the magazine. I love it. All right, Chris Walker. Thanks for hanging with us. I appreciate it.
What? Laura, you're not going to believe this.
What?
It's actually streaming to my channel.
I told you. See?
I can't believe it.
Ta-da!
I'm like in shock.
There you go. So everybody like, hey, Bill's on. What's going on? Holy shit. Is he cutting the grass today? It was interesting, all of us, being jiggled around.
Yeah, I'm
sorry. Till it broke.
Yeah, till it broke and fell on the ground.
Well, at least you didn't break it.
Well, my mount broke, but at least I didn't break my phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rig up some kind of like heavy duty. Get the welder out, heavy duty mount for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I go through that too because when you get something set up and it just doesn't stay, and you're like, what the fuck? You keep messing with it.
Yeah, dude. And like, well, stupid me. It's not like it's not made to like jolt around on a lawn tractor.
But it should be.
That's right. It should
Oh,
be.
heck.
What were those Chinese thinking
I know. I know.
with that plastic that they made?
And so we got something in the. I was telling you how I tried to improve the mattress situation here,
Hey,
and
Sage.
yeah, everybody's going and liking it on your
Oh,
channel. So
thank
there
you.
you
I appreciate it,
go.
Sage. Thank you.
Um, so the pay, of course, it says on the box, made in China, and I
Yeah,
told my husband, I go, yeah, everything is in China. What is it? A surprise to you?
I know. It's funny. I was like, I did the last video I did was of me like welding the uh it was on the four-wheeler. I don't need to discuss what it was about, but anyways, it was my buddy's four-wheeler fixing that up.
Right.
Excuse me. And I so I was like unboxing the brand new seat that I was putting on, and it said on the side of it, it said made in China said something bizarre. It was like odd the way they worded it. Made in China for overseas of the USA. Like the way they word things is so like they try to like word it extravagantly, like
Right.
exquisitely,
Right.
but it makes still no sense. To like it says made in China overseas for of the USA.
Oh,
It's like,
jeez.
yeah, okay. And I mentioned it in the video too. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's not like it's gonna make it any better. It's
yeah, it's like they try to like make it like old English,
yeah,
exquisite.
that was their sales pitch.
Yeah, like
Sage was tickling your button. Did you feel it?
it was like a selling point. Yes,
Yeah. Tickle,
yes,
tickle, tickle. A little tickle on the button.
yeah. Thanks, Sage. I am too. I'm nervous about it. I was practicing last night and I kept screwing up, but that's what it's going to be all about. So
Yeah, we're all gonna judge you, terribly. So just,
yeah, I know it's gonna be great.
we're gonna know that you messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that was a clinker bill. Well,
yeah,
said I'm out of here. Lame concert. Yeah.
yeah. Lame, lame.
Just freaked out. Uh, just freaked right out. Was moving my stuff on the shelf, and there was a fat spider. Oh my god! It was dead, but I jumped a mile. You sound like me, Mark. I would have been like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, there was a wolf spider on the floor a couple days ago in my studio here. I looked out the corner of my eye and I seen something walking, and it was probably like an inch and a half diameter.
Oh,
Yeah, it was huge,
oh god!
and I didn't have anything around to like smack it with, so I had like one of those little fat notebooks, and I was using it to like write down notes and stuff, and I just slammed it down on that.
Spider guts everywhere.
Oh, it's gross, man.
Let's see. Sean said, editing an asylum at the moment. We met Paul and Claire. Yeah, Paul and Claire are great people. So I'm sure it was a good time for you guys. I was just, before you popped in, Sean, I was telling Ryan that you guys get Beardo coming. He's got to put on the blue suit.
Thank you, Sherry.
I know. It's a good thing. Good thing Beardo's not in here, so he can't hear our plans. See, they're all trying to come inside now. Yeah, same here. I'm waiting for one to come either crawling across the microphone or the screen.
Oh gosh, remember
They
that?
always seem to, yeah, they attack me while I'm online.
Yeah, they're all nesting along with like I have my Kia Sportage, like that's parked right now because I have to do some welding on it.
Right?
And like along with like vermin and like mice and stuff, they're all
Oh,
nesting
yeah.
too now. So
Yep. Well, I haven't even opened up our camper this year, so I don't even know what's going on
oh
there.
Laura, I couldn't imagine.
Usually I'm I've had it for a long time and never had an issue.
Yeah.
I always put stuff in there. Actually, Irish Spring soap.
Yep. Bars of soap. They hate the smell.
Yep, that and cedar chips, and we'd open it up, and it would be nice and fresh, and no bugs, no mice. But this year our yard got a little overgrown by the camper, so I'm thinking, oh, but now it's too rainy. I can't open it up because then I have to have, it's got to be dry
I know.
before we close it up. So I'm just gonna have to leave it until spring.
Yeah, but man, you should probably yank it out of there and open it though.
I don't know. We'll
Well,
see if
you
we.
don't do it. George do it.
No, I do it, please. I'm the one that opens it up.
Just bring it here.
I just gotta get it opened, and I gotta. Well, the reason I didn't do it this year is because we were supposed to seal the roof, and George didn't have time this year. So,
Oh, does it have a leak?
around one of the rivets, I think,
Yeah.
where the luggage rack area is,
Yep.
and I did patch it with silicone, but we want to do the entire roof just to
Right.
cover our asses on it.
Yep.
Because I don't want to have to replace the roof on the camper. So it's I try to keep up on it the best I can.
Well, yeah, because once one spot goes, then everything gets wrecked. The floor gets wrecked.
Oh yeah, and now yeah, the new I just put in a new floor not too long ago, and all new curtains and stuff. So it's we try our best to keep it in pristine condition.
All new stripper pole.
Yeah, well, that I had to take out, because when you
Well,
collapse it, it doesn't fit. So
because
it's
you're fibro, you
yeah,
can't do it
yeah, yeah.
anymore.
I'm sending probably about an hour before we start the show, Sean. I'll send the link. Or if I remember right after I get off of here, I'll pop onto that feed and then I'll send it to you. Pine Sol is a great deterrent too. Yeah, I've had really good luck with the Irish Spring soap and the cedar chips, but cedar chips are hard to find. So when I heard about the Irish Spring, I said, well, we'll put it in there and see how it works. Works great.
Yeah, Julie, my cat used to eat spiders. Oh, yesterday, so my two cats, they're finally getting along.
All
And
right.
Big Mama, I call her, well, I didn't used to call her Big Mama, but Willow, she's sitting there watching the new one. And the new one was like in the window swatting at a fly. She killed the fly. The new cat killed the fly. Winnie killed the fly. And then
Right.
it fell to the floor. She leapt on the floor after it because it was buzzing around on the floor. And then she ate it. And then my big cat, my older
Yummy.
cat, was like looking at her like, "You're disgusting."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. You ate that?
Yeah.
Ew. Uh, Marie, welcome. Welcome to the Brew Crew, darling. Hope you're having a good morning. Yes, I will make it. Usually it's an hour before I start the show, but if I do, after I get off here, if I remember, I'll send it directly. So I don't forget. But yeah, my cat will chase it around, and yeah, she'll eat flies too.
Yeah.
My cat, she's done that. So I'm like, oh, gross. But hey, whatever makes your boat float. Darn, no stripper pole, but it can help you get up. Yeah. Well, see, I had to bring in the stripper pole last night because Bill wanted me to entertain him.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Man, I was bored last night.
oh God,
And you know what it was, Laura? I was like, you really need to pick up your guitars and guitars plural and practice. And I was like, yeah, but I don't want to. You know how like you go through those in your head, like Laura, you really
right,
need to, like do your magazine. Like you
right.
need to like write your articles for your magazine. Well, I have like 5 days to get it published. Yeah, but I don't want to. I want to watch like some YouTubes. Who's live right now? I want to watch. And like you struggle with that.
I've
That's what I
done
was
it.
doing last night
Yep.
too. So I was like, I decided to just text you and irritate you.
It's all right. I was getting recipes.
Yeah, and like you just so happen to be busy. And then it's funny because sometimes when you text me and you're bored, sometimes
Right.
I'm
And you're
busy.
busy. Right.
Yeah, well, I was doing nothing and you were busy. So then, yeah, so I was bugging you, and then like we were like, hey, let's do. Well, you were like, let's do a live, and then Carla was on, so we
Right.
didn't. which by the way, I had a wonderful conversation with Carla, and
Good,
I'm very happy. Yeah, it was awesome. So,
good.
and then I was like, all right, well, let's not do that. And then I was like, dude, you should not be like doing a live with Laura. You shouldn't be bothering Laura. You should be like practicing. And and I'm like, yeah, but if you over practice, sometimes it's not good, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I do the same thing. Well, like I can multitask. I go to work on the magazine and screwed around at the same time. But
Yeah,
when I'm looking for stuff like recipes and stuff, all I'm doing here is just copying and pasting. So it's pretty generic.
sure.
But
Yeah.
then when I do other stories and stuff, then you got to go through them. You got to edit. You got to and
Yeah.
it's a little more work. And yeah, there's days where I'm like, oh god, I just don't really want to be screwing with this. So it's
So let me ask you this, and the people in chat, is that see the thing, the reasoning that I do in my head, that is the definition of ADHD, isn't it? When you reason with yourself in the head not to do something and procrastinate, like, or like when I'm like, well, let me work on this guitar and it's in pieces right now. Okay, but I'm gonna put this one aside because that one needs to get done. And then that one's in pieces. And I'll work on this one.
I don't know if they would be considered that. I don't know. See you all later. Need to do lots of house and homework with the Caitlin. No rest for the wicked. Okay, Sandra, thanks for hanging out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
People are probably gonna be like, no, you're just insane, Bill. You're talking to yourself.
No, I talk to myself all the time.
I don't do this out loud, just so you know. I'm not sitting there talking out loud. That's in
No,
my.
I do it. I talk out loud.
I don't do it out loud. I just.
Yeah. So yeah, and this means I'm crazy because I just yeah. And
Why do you sit there and go?
I answer myself too.
Oh boy, yeah,
Because I'll sit there and say, idiot, you're sitting here talking to yourself.
yeah. Sometimes I don't really answer myself, but I'm in the garage and I'm like, what are you doing? You're stupid. No, no, you're not. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Gray just said, yeah, that's just procrastination. That's what that is. And it's true because we all do it. Because there's so many projects I need to be working on. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get to it later.
Yeah.
Later doesn't come. Then I'm bitching because I don't have something done.
Yeah, Marie, that's what it is. Talk yourself. Talk yourself out. Yep.
I do that a lot, talk myself out of stuff. I say, well, you really need to do this or that. And you're like, yeah, but, it's like outside. I really need to get finished with repairing the shed roof and, get the yard, straightened up for the winter months. And I'm like, yeah, but it's kind of chilly outside.
Yeah, and if you haven't done it by now, Laura.
Well, no, we need to get the roof done because last year's snow damage wrecked it. So it's going to leak. So right
Yeah,
now we have a big blue tarp over it. It looks just lovely.
that's not even a year old, is it?
And everything is out in the yard and it just looks like a big junkyard and it's pissing me off. And
And you just built that thing.
yeah. And it last year, because we got that 4 foot of snow
Yep.
and it damaged our shed. It damaged the next door guy's shed. I mean, his was worse.
Dude, I told you what LB's looked like. He showed me a picture. He goes, look at what happened because they live up in like I think I told like Cincinnati and all that up
Right.
north. And it's actually his mother's shed, but like it looked like a freaking mushroom. Like their shed, it's like yours, like the
Right.
metal one.
Yep.
It looked like picture a giant like Godzilla stomped on it.
Stepped on. Yeah, that's my neighbors.
Yeah. It was hilarious. It looked like an accordion.
Yeah.
And it's like it's funny, but it's not funny. I was like, dude, are you freaking? He's like, yeah, dude, look at this picture.
Yeah.
He's
That's
like, I
we
had to
all
show
went
it to
through
you.
it. So everybody's fixing them. And it's all we have to do is actually put the metal sheets back on the roof and then it's done. And I'll get to it probably this weekend and finish it and
Let's
get
see.
everything shoved in there.
I want to see what Big Stu he says. It's procrastination. I have a part I need to install on my guitar, but I keep saying, well, I shouldn't right before a show, but there's always an upcoming. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, because like, well, what if it doesn't work good before the
Right. Yeah.
show, and then you always have a show? Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And you got to have time, to test it out. And so we'll just put it to the side and do it later.
So Big Stu, here's what happened last night. So I'm working on my my Futura Prophecy Epiphone Explorer guitar here, and I haven't done anything like cleaning wise with it for I don't know. Gosh, it's been a long time, 5 years anyway. And what did I want to do with it? I was like, well, Oh, the nibs on the end of the frets were like cutting the end of my finger. Um,
Ouch.
yeah, so I'm like, I can't keep doing this because this it just hurts. So because I was taping my finger, so I polished them and I took the strings off and everything. So it's like while I had it off, I started polishing the frets, and then I'm like, well, I might as well clean the fretboard. So then I took the pickups out and I cleaned under the pickups. I cleaned off underneath the pick guard. It's got like a small pick guard on it and stuff. But then I ended up polishing the whole guitar and polishing the tuners and stuff. So and then I had to treat the fretboard because the fretboard had actually started to crack, like little cracks. And
Oh.
so yeah, that's so actually I'm proud of myself actually because last night I was up till like 2:30 actually doing that last night, Laura. So I did actually do something.
All right. Get
Yeah.
something done.
Yeah.
Ryan, almost sounds like OCD in my opinion. I do have OCD, Ryan. I realized that a few years back.
Yeah.
Oh God. I realized it when I was at a doctor's office. And you know how they always have the pamphlets and stuff up on the counter where you're going to make your new appointment? And I caught myself straightening them all out. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, oh my God, I do have OCD.
Yeah, I have a little bit of that too.
Yeah. And my son, when I told my son goes, oh, you're just realizing that now, Mom? He goes, like, oh, apparently. Because everything, I always have to make sure it's in its place and I straighten stuff. I'm doing it all the time. And I never really paid any attention, but and I can't not go past it and not fix it. So yeah, Steph says, oh, Bill, don't fret.
Ah, ha, ha.
Boom.
That's good. That's good stuff.
You can make musical instruments. Always wanted a custom hurdy-gurdy.
What is it? Where did that comment
That's
go? I didn't
Mark.
even see that.
That's Mark. I'll put it on the screen.
Oh, okay. It just popped up now for me on the side.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
Well, so I can't custom make them, but I don't want to call myself a luthier.
You refurbish? Is that a better term?
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I can refurbish, and I'm getting into more technical where I can route stuff out and put floating trims on, which are called like Floyd Rose and stuff like that. So,
Good morning, Alicio. How are you?
oh, I watched that, Laura.
The wrestling?
Yeah.
What'd you think? He's in the chat. What'd you think?
Oh, dude, it was cool. It was so cool.
At least I wasn't a zombie this time around. He fixed it. It was fun.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I saw the good one. I heard you talking about the zombie thing.
Yeah, the first time that we had the match, I was in the corner, just kind of like wandering around in a circle.
It was glitching or something you said, but
Yeah, it was
no.
glitching. And I'm like, what the hell is it doing?
And I really dig his commentary because like I know some of the moves like suplex and stuff like that.
Right.
But I love that he's able to pick out like every single move. And I'm like, oh, what's that move called? And like he can say, oh, and he's there with the like I know what a clothesline is, but like he's able to like keep up on every single move that happens as a commentator.
All.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really fun. I mean, it's like, oh, yeah, we're badass. We lost though. It was rigged. I still say it was rigged.
No, I say it is too because I mean I love Stevie.
Right.
I think she's so sweet, and that's just it. She's very sweet. I know Laura in real life
could stomp her ass.
Oh yeah, she would. Yeah, but Stevie's sweet. Yeah, Laura would. Yeah,
I'd be the crusher.
But yeah, that's what wrestling is, though. Wrestling is all about the entertainment, and in the background, they're all friends. Because I know that the Raw side and Stevie behind the scenes, behind stage, they're friends. Right. So I know that it was rigged. Anyways, we all know that it's rigged. So they're just friends.
Yeah. As I put on there, I go, "Well, I was robbed." It was.
Yeah.
And that is funny because you do see that, when you see that move or they're doing that. Oh, come on. There'd be no way they'd get away with that. So we all do it. I know we do.
Yeah.
See, I've been doing my garden today, tidying up, ready for the winter days. Yeah, I got it this weekend. I have to do it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I dug it. I was like, I was really impressed with that computer program that it could do that, and that obviously he's got like he programs it to emulate like all the characters. It's wild. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was awesome.
Well, because it was funny because we're known as the witches, and then I said it would be really cool if he could make it where, like if Susan gets mad, and then she could like cast a spell on somebody, and it turns them into like a skeleton laying on the mat.
Oh, dude, remember like Tekken? Remember the game Tekken? Like you could like yeah, you could like what is it like you would use your juju or whatever and all that stuff. Yeah.
Right,
There
right.
used to be like a game called Tekken. You could do that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that'd be
says
neat
this
too.
one.
But
He says he can't do it with this one, but they would be freaking hilarious.
yeah. I dig it the way it is, to be honest with you. I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
love it.
fun.
I
It
love
is
the
fun.
reality thing like that. I think it's neat. But yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Isn't wrestling staged though? I mean, is it choreographed?
Exactly. That's what I think is cool, Ryan. That's what I like. That's what I'm saying about it. Behind the scenes, in the dressing room, they're friends. Laura's friends with Stevie, and that's how it is in reality. So
Right.
yeah.
All right, now remember, I'm supposed to beat the shit out of you later.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yep. That's what I dig about it. Excuse me. Yep.
good morning, Raven. Oh man, she's grounded already. She just got here. Excuse me. Let's see. I thought so. As when you watch it and they hit each other, it's so funny, and they hardly touch each other. Yeah, when you see it in person, that's when it ruins it for you, because if they're not, precision in their moves, you could see, they're holding each other and talking to each other in their ear.
Well, they stomp their
And
foot too when they hit him.
yeah, yeah. Or, you see them, they slip the blood capsule in their mouth and it breaks open, and all of a sudden they're bleeding, and,
Yeah,
it,
but
it kind of ruins
Laura,
it.
Laura, that was in the 80s though, in the 90s. Now they don't do blood because
Right.
they can't do that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them doing that, and I'm thinking, yeah, they kind of ruins it. So that's what happened, because my friends and I were all big, because I wrestled in school too, and so I was always attracted to wrestling, and we used to watch it all the time. We were diehard wrestling fans,
Yeah.
and Carol and Scott, you remember them, don't you? My friend Scott and them.
Uh,
I think you met them once or whatever, but they actually went when they had the wrestlers at the Odd,
okay. Yeah,
and they
I went
said,
there.
yeah, they killed it for them. They said it was so fake, it was awful,
Yeah, I went to that one too.
and that was in the 80s.
Yep. The money guy, what was his name? Remember the money? He was the rich guy. He was supposed to be the rich guy.
Oh,
Mr. Money. He'd always like
I don't remember.
somebody in here should know his name.
Uh,
But
I remember the character. I don't remember the name, but I do remember seeing the character.
yeah, and then the guy who would like tear apart the turnbuckles, he was there.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was there.
What did you think about the passing of Hulk Hogan? He was such a legend growing up. Yeah, I was a fan of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, me too. I love Terry.
Um, now I don't even know a lot of the wrestlers now.
Oh, I don't either.
All right, they're coming up with names. No, it wasn't Vince. It wasn't Vince McMahon. Rick Rude. I'm trying to think. I can't remember who it was. There's a lot of them I don't remember. Love wrestling. Alicia community is so funny. A commentary is so funny. Yeah, it is. I mean, he gets so excited. That's the part I love. He just gets so excited. Bill's gonna check to see who it was.
You can hear me typing.
I can hear you typing. Click, 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 click. Checking it out. Oh, I love the Ultimate Warrior. And I loved him ever since he was in the tag team match with that other guy who I can't remember his name.
Oh, it's the $1 Million Man.
Okay.
Yeah, the $1 Million Man. That's what.
Didn't he always come out with like a briefcase full of money?
Yes, and he came out with a woman, and
yeah. The eye candy in the briefcase.
Yep. Ted DeBias was his real name. Yes.
Oh, there you go. Marie had it. Ted DeVias.
Who said that?
Marie Jane.
Yeah, there she goes. Yep. You got it. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay.
And Laura, just so you know, Laura has a prize for you.
I do?
Yeah. You can tell her what it is.
Oh, no, no. You go ahead.
No, no, no. You do it. Ready?
She gets a guest shot on your show.
She right now. There's this.
Yes, there it is.
I guess.
Ta-da. She wins the cookie of the day. The Undertaker. Oh, I loved The Undertaker. He was so creepy.
Yeah, and he's like a real nice guy in real life. I mean, they all are usually, except for the Ultimate Warrior. He was actually a dick in real life.
Now, I can't remember. The Ultimate Warrior used to be in a tag team with who else before he became the Ultimate Warrior?
Oh, I don't know.
Or I might be thinking of somebody else. God, it was so long ago. I'm probably thinking of somebody else. I liked Randy Savage and the British Bulldog. Who else thought Undertaker and Kane were real brothers?
Oh, the Randy Savage was so funny. Like, I was watching this comedian, and he was talking about he was a comedian that knew he was friends with Randy Savage, and he was like, you know, Randy, if you keep talking like that with your voice, you're gonna ruin your voice. And he was like, and he goes, "What do you mean if I keep talking like this?" He's like, and he said he really talked like that.
Right.
Like he it's not.
Oops, my bad.
It wasn't fake. And he was like, so he would like call like pizza shops and pizzerias to order a pizza, and people like knew who he was.
Right.
Like, and people would think like it was like a prank phone call. People
Oh my God.
like
Yeah, I want a large pepperoni.
you'd be like, you guys, are you still doing that half pepperoni with the
Oh shit.
buy one get one free with the 12 wings medium hot
Excuse me.
with the antipasta? Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah, Graduate. Yes, I met Andre the Giant in real life too. He was a huge guy
Thank you, Lisa. You
and
rule,
very
man. I appreciate it.
friendly. Very friendly. Let's see.
So, Lisa, if you're into music and wrenching on cars and tutorials, it might not be the thing for you, but that's what.
Yeah, but you make it fun.
I do make it fun.
Macho Man, Randy Savage, snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Well, me and the wife aren't doing so good. We are getting a divorce, but you know, it's all right. We're gonna still be friends, and it's gonna be all right. You know.
You just have a Slim Jim. It makes you feel better.
Slim Jim. You know, just get a Slim Jim, and you know, it's filled in protein.
Yeah, it was filled with something, but who knows what.
It's filled with dog feces.
Oh, don't say that. I used to eat those.
I love Slim Jims. You snap into them.
Yeah. The fight with Hulk Hogan had with Rocky was awesome. Yeah, it was. It was great that he was in that movie.
Yep.
Lisa says, music, yes. Cars, not so much. Yes, but see, you get to see Bill, you know, burn holes in his clothes.
Yeah, I do make it fun though. It's more.
Yeah.
It's like a humor based, you know, sort of thing.
Repair program where he's dealing with rusty nuts and, you know, it's
swollen nuts. I make fun of myself during it, you know. Yeah. I do the
okay,
best I can.
Sean. Come on, Bill. That woman doesn't like a man. Wait. Come on, Bill. What woman doesn't like a man with a wrench and greasy hands? Yeah, not like a good pair of greasy hands.
There is a lot of people that don't like it, but I do make sure I clean them, you know. Try to keep the nails short. And
I was always attracted to a grease monkey.
That's a pet peeve of mine, the grease under the nails. Yuck. I do like a lot of grooming.
So it's of course, like I said, I grew up my all the guys in my family were mechanics and stuff like that. So maybe that might be the attraction where I was always attracted to the grease monkey.
Oh yeah.
And I used to get in under there with him. So, my husband, when he got his first car, I got under there, helped him put his muffler in. So,
Yeah. What was his first car?
oh,
Do you remember what it
God.
was?
It kind of looked like a Chevy Nova, but it wasn't. It was,
Aspen?
no. Oh, my God. And you know what? And that was the most comfortable car we've ever owned.
Was it a Chevy?
God, I don't remember. I have to think of for a minute.
Oh no. Like
It might
we
be
could
several minutes, but
we could we could smell the smoke.
can you smell it?
Yeah.
Crap. It looked like a Chevy Nova, but it wasn't. I can't remember what the hell it was. We bought it for like a couple $100. We found it was out in the country somewhere. And the guy, I think it was like $500. And come to find out, what we had to do is we had to rebuild the carburetor
Oh, that's not
because
bad.
they had carburetor issues. That was the
Yeah.
only thing wrong with it. And once we did that, got the rebuilt carburetor, put that in, and installed a new muffler, and that thing was a beast. And the only reason we got rid of it is because they said that the frame was going on it.
Oh, it was rotted. Hey Ryan, take care, man.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. I'll see you tonight. We will be there tonight. God, what the hell was the name of that car?
Mark, are you leaving or are you just saying bye to Ryan?
And the funny thing is that we couldn't afford to have it painted, so we painted it ourselves with paintbrushes.
Yeah.
A beautiful dark blue. Come on, great.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
But it had the full front seat. It was the most comfortable car ever.
Yeah, bench seat. Yep.
Oh God. And we had it for a little while. And then when we went for inspection, the frame was going, and like, oh crap. And then when we ditched it, got rid of it, and then later on, we saw somebody driving it around. So somebody must have went through the effort to repair it.
Yeah, they must have welded it.
Because I'm thinking, oh shit, there it is.
Or they knew somebody, that passed it.
They let it, yeah. Because I said, because otherwise it was in great condition. It really was.
But also, the word "it's going," quote unquote, doesn't necessarily mean it won't pass inspection in the future. They might got another couple years out of it, So
yeah, I don't think it was going to pass. That's why we decided to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So apparently somebody must have repaired it, put the time and effort into it, because the body was in great shape, and we had a little Bondo here and there, but
Yeah, well,
by the wheel wells and stuff. But otherwise, it was really in good shape for the age of the car.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of what the hell it was. I think it might have been a Chevy, but I'll have to ask George. I can't remember. But, that's when his father told him, he goes, "That's the girl you marry." He goes, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Because you're not going to find no other girl that's going to crawl under your car and help you put a muffler on."
Right.
I was always hands-on. But yeah, one of the best cars we ever owned. And of course, my favorite was always the Chevy Nova anyway. I'm into muscle cars. I love muscle cars.
Oh, Mark was saying bye to Ryan.
Anything that had that raw power and, just love it. Let's see. I saw an Impala at the SN convention a few years back. My daughter went and met them all. Yeah, I love going to the car shows. And I gravitate towards, it's the muscle cars. I'm just not a fan of the new stuff, especially the lawnmower cars. Hate those. Because that's
a lawnmower car.
Those cars that drive by, they sound like a lawnmower when they're going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get you. Oh, I know what you're saying, like a Civic or something.
They're souped up. They're supposed to be sporty, and they're very popular with the Asian community here. Yeah, and they drag race them on the parkway.
Yeah,
and I'm like a stupid lawnmower car.
Honda racing. Yeah, that's the JDM. That's Japanese domestic market. That's what it's called.
So yeah, I just not a fan of those. But yeah, you bring out, like the GTO and the Nova and all those, and yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I love the noise. I love the power. And even as old as I am, yeah, I would get in it and I would stomp on it and let that bitch burn.
Yep.
I got that speed demon in me when you get the, the muscle to back it up. It's terrible. Can't help myself.
Laura, when I'm sorry, it just hit me. Because I was going to ask you this before, and before I forget, because when you're old and you don't remember things.
How would I know? I'm not old.
Yeah, I
So
know.
yeah,
No, no,
go ahead. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, what am I saying? I wanted to ask you about memberships
Okay.
for YouTube. That
Okay.
only can happen when you're monetized, right?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
when you get that's when that pops up where you get memberships and all the little stickers and stuff. Everybody, that likes to help donate to the channel
Dang it, man.
and then but you could still put like a merch shop on, but
Yeah.
you'd have to put the link in your description for them to access your merch shop. But then when you become monetized, you automatically get that link. You could put it on your channel and it brings you direct. There's ways around with the merch thing.
Okay, yeah.
Um, but I just waited till I became
I
monetized.
know. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to like do merch till I'm monetized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it gives you time to come up with your stuff, and
I'm getting closer
it's
for like
fun.
early monetization.
The fun part is making that stuff up. And at first I'm thinking, okay, what the hell am I going to make up? I have no idea what the hell to make up. And then when you sent, help me out, and Carla helped me out, and then ideas were coming. I go, oh, okay, now I got to do this, I got to do that, and
Yeah, then you can
so
manipulate the things that we
it's
send.
fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mark says my exhaust fell off my old smart car once, and it sounded like a muscle car. Yeah, yes.
Oh, Mark had a smart car. Was
Yeah.
it a
That's
smart for two?
you remove the muffler, and there you go, instant muscle car.
I remember I parked next to a smart car once, and I was like, "Would you look at that freaking thing?" And I got out, and there was freaking three. The wheels are held on with three freaking lug nuts, man. Not four, three.
3, yeah.
Three freaking lug nuts, man.
Yep. Well, when they come out with those little tiny cars,
That's it. That's the smart car. That's what he's talking
is
about.
that what he's found? That's those little tiny things, like big enough for 2 people,
It's a
maybe.
freaking go kart on the road. Yeah.
Well, we made a joke one time because we were up in Alex Bay, and there was a lady there that had one, and she had little sunflowers painted all over it, and
Yeah.
so my husband just made a joke because I was saying, "Oh, that's so cute. It's a nice looking little car." And she was from Canada. And George goes, "Did you wind it up? Did you have to wind it up before you left home?" Well, she got such a dirty look on her face.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, they get mad. Yeah.
He was like, "Geez, lady, he was just joking." Mimi, I always wanted to get one just to put a giant key on the back and have it so that the key moved around.
Dude, so there's this lady down the road from us. Her uncle ended up moving in with her. And I only know this because it was actually hilarious. The guy it's a Mitsubishi Mirage. It's a teeny tiny little hatchback. It's not the one with the trunk, but it's a hatchback. It's super tiny. It's got these little 13-inch tires on it. They're super skinny, like pizza cutter wheels.
Right.
And he did that. It doesn't move, but he's got a giant thing on the back, the spinner thing on the back, the wind up gear.
Right. Makes it look like a wind up key.
Yeah, the wind up key
I always wanted to do that.
that he put on the back of it. It's hilarious. And I was like, that's cool. That guy's got a sense of humor.
See, as he's driving around, it's spinning, and
Yeah. So, like I
funny.
said, it doesn't spin, but that'd be hilarious if it spun.
Yeah, I would make it so it would spin because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that's freaking hilarious. Or like those vehicles that look like toasters.
That's the Scion XC.
Okay,
XB.
I think it would be funny if you did cutouts and put them on the roof and made it look like toast.
Yeah, dude, those are Scion XB. I actually kind of dig those cars. A friend of mine has one of those.
Oh my god!
If you guys Google the Scion XB, like Z boy, the first gen. That's what Laura's talking about right now.
Yeah, I always said that I would make toast-shaped cutouts and put them on the roof, and then a lever on the side, so it looked like because I always called it the rolling toaster.
Mark, so we really don't get cool. We have alphas here. We just started importing the alphas here. We don't really get like the cool Citroens here. well, we don't get Citroens at all here. They don't import those here. Um, like I wish we had like the older Citroens. We did get the older Citroens here. Um, but we don't get Citroens here. I dig Citroens.
The thing is, here everything here is cookie cutter. Everything looks the same. Because even my father noticed that. I remember him saying that last year. We're on a porch and we're watching the cars go by, and he's like, "They all look alike."
Well, in the
Pretty much.
in the UK also, those are also cookie cutter cars too.
Yeah.
Everything, it's just the era and the vintage we live in, and it's the government standards that we live in. See, like everything needs to be a weight ratio and a standard. So they say like, oh, this needs to be a certain weight, and this bumper has to comply to a certain thing. So that's why everything needs to look a certain way and conform to a certain weight. So everything has to look a certain way. So
Yeah.
it has this cookie cutter form to it.
Yeah.
So, and the weight is another thing. A weight factors. Cars back in the day, they didn't have to conform to things, so they could look stealthy, and they had this airplane look to them back in the 50s. Everything was space age looking,
Right.
so it
Right.
looked beautiful.
Or
And
even like when we were growing up, you knew what a car was when it drove by
yeah,
because it had its own distinct, look.
yeah. So
Where nowadays, are you kidding? Like what the hell was it when they come out with the new Broncos? And I go, what the hell is that thing? And George goes, that's the new Bronco. I go, are you
yeah,
kidding me?
no, yeah, they suck.
I said, I wouldn't even have known that.
Yeah, Mark, it's all bubble cars because they call it cab forwarding. The wheels are pushed out to the edges so that the people inside, there's more room inside. It's all called cab forwarding, which makes sense. If you look at cars before cab forwarding designs, the axles and engines and wheels were shoved towards the center of like where the people sit, which that doesn't really make sense because you want the environment for the people um, larger.
Right.
So, and then if there was a crash, you'd want those pieces to not go into the cabin compartment. So they put those uh, things on the edges of the car, so it pushes them out. Like say the like newer Mini Coopers and stuff like that, they're
Yeah.
pushed to the edges, where so like it makes the wheels and everything out towards each corner. If like you picture a rectangle,
Right.
or a toaster, and put wheels on each corner,
Right.
gives it that look. Hence a cookie cutter look now on everything. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Marie Jane said there's some weird bog-eyed car I can't stand.
yeah, I think she meant like bug eyed. Um, so she might be talking about like a Juke, maybe like a Nissan Juke or something. There's a lot of bug eyed cars out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they all look the same. I can't tell them apart anymore. And then it goes, oh, you can tell by the grill. Well, that don't do me any good because I still don't know what the hell that looks like.
I'm pretty good at picking out. I can tell, but if you're not into cars, if you don't keep up like on, you wouldn't know. But yeah, I can tell though.
Yeah. Yeah. Joseph, oh, it's a such and such. I'm like, well, how the hell do you know? Oh, by the grill, mom. And I'm like, okay. I'm just going to
Lisa,
go.
I,
I hate electric cars. I
I
know
like
it's,
Lisa. Lisa, I really like you. Not
yeah.
like I'm married. I'm just saying I like you as a person. I'm married and everything. I'm just saying I really like your comment.
Yeah. I don't like electric cars
I really
either.
like her. So let me tell you about Dodge. So Dodge came out with that electric Charger. They can't sell them. They can't give them away. So they put an $80,000 price tag on that piece of crap. Nobody wanted them, and they were like, "Oh, you know what?" They shut down the Hemi plants. The the Hemi engine. They shut that Hemi plant down. They said, "Oh, we're going to go all by 2030. We're going to do all electric. All of our cars will be electric." And instead of the government speaking for the masses all spoke up and said, "We don't want your crap. We don't want your
Exactly.
crap." And the American public spoke, and then now the government or the car industry said, this isn't working.
Oh,
Let's open up our Hemi factory again and start producing gas cars again.
yep.
And the American people have spoken. And guess what's winning now? Gas engines. The American people, the people want exactly what Lisa just said. Now, that new electric charger, does it look cool? Yeah, it looks awesome. Called the Daytona Charger. It looks cool, man. But nobody wants a car that's electric. That like people that want to buy a muscle car, they don't want an electric car that has a speaker outside of it that sounds like an engine.
Exactly.
I mean, it
Exactly.
actually has a speaker outside of it
It's ridiculous.
that sounds like an engine. It's like a boombox.
It's ridiculous. Good morning, Kitty. Thanks for joining us.
Um,
Yeah, you can't hear them coming. It is dangerous. And not just the bumpers, graduate on the cars. Cars today are made to be disposable.
Kitty Pigeon, good to see you. Oh, so sorry, and I'm gonna stop my tangent after I talk to Marie one last time. Well, I didn't. I'm not talking to her. I'm talking to just one more statement. She says I can't stand electric vehicles either, or the scooters that these teenagers are riding around on. So okay, I went to the DMV. This was like I don't know, like a couple months ago. There was this kid in the parking lot at the DMV. Now the DMV I go to, you have to go through like these things where like the cops are there.
Yeah.
You put all your valuables in a bowl and
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
You got to go through the metal detector
Got to go
crap.
through the metal detectors, right? There was this kid out there with a helmet and like you couldn't see his face, and he's on an electric bike doing wheelies through the parking lot. People are trying to back out and everything. And he's doing wheelies, going up and down and being
Oh,
reckless on an
wow.
electric bike,
Yeah.
do like a mini bike. And I'm like, what the f, man? So I go in there and I tell the guys, they're sheriffs. And I go, hey, just so you know, man, like this kid is like recklessly driving. And they look up at the monitor because they have cameras and stuff. And he goes, yeah, we can't do anything about it. I go, you can't do anything about somebody riding recklessly out there. I go, what if it was a guy on a motorcycle? They go, yeah,
Exactly.
he goes, no, we could do something about that. He goes, we've gone out there and tried. He goes, they flip us off, they take off. He goes, New York State has a rule that we can't do anything about anybody on electric scooters, on electric bikes. We can't do anything about it. And I
Oh,
said, even if he's pulling wheelies and doing reckless acts out in a parking lot, he
right.
goes, it's government property. We can't do anything about it.
Isn't that weird? Oh,
And I was like getting pissed off at him. And I go, listen, I talked to him for like 5 minutes. I go, listen, I'm sorry. I was starting to lose it on you. I go, I didn't really understand that it was, he goes, no, he goes, I get it. He goes, we're upset about it too. It's New York State
and their
has
hands are
tied our
tied.
hands. He
Yep.
goes, and that kid out there doing that knows it, and he's doing it on purpose. You believe that?
Yep. No, I do believe it.
So now people saying that they hate these electric bikes, the reason why they hate them is because these people know it and they're doing it on purpose. They're using these freedoms against us to piss us off.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having one of those because it would be more convenient for me.
Yeah, but Laura, you wouldn't.
I
You
wouldn't.
would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wheelies. No, are you kidding? There's no way.
you would use it just to come visit me.
That's what I was saying. I get one of those and ring, get it to Bill's. Like I said, I was going to get one of the like the scooter thing that
Yeah,
that we did get, for my dad and I. And I mean, it only goes 20 miles an hour. I said, well, I'll probably should see it by tomorrow, Bill.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it only has 14 miles per charge, so I'd have to stop along the way to charge it up.
Kitty Pigeon knows his blank. I agree with you too, man. I love Kitty Pigeon. Exactly. So awesome, man. Oh, Kitty Pigeon. Yeah, I know Kitty Pigeon. Exactly, dude. Um, Especially when a Tesla who has 80,000, 100,000, 130,000 for a plaid Tesla. Laura, do you have that kind of money?
Oh, sure. I'll write the rubber check today. What do you want?
Exactly. I mean, I got in an argument with a friend of mine. This guy, he's a millionaire, 10 times over. And he's like, you should get electric. That's where it's at. This was like a couple years ago. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not where it's at. No, that's where the industry's going. I'm like, the only people that are going to get electric vehicles are rich people.
Yep.
I'm like, look around. What do you see? And he's like, I'm like, do you see electric vehicles? And I looked at his employee. I go, I'm going to use a fake name, but hey, uh, Sherry, what do you drive? A 2009 Chevy Cruze. I go, yeah. What did you pay for it? $6,000. I go, there you go. I go, this is the people that you think should be driving electric vehicles.
Yep.
I go, what do you want to get? He goes, well, they're pretty reasonable. $60,000.
It's not reasonable.
This is coming from a millionaire.
Yeah. Well, I have a cousin who's is a lawyer, and his company rewarded him for doing such a great job. They gave him a promotion, and he got a huge check that came with the promotion.
Yeah.
So he spent it on himself, and he bought, the Tesla. And he even come out and told my aunt, he says, if you don't make big money, he says, you can't afford these.
No.
And he goes, that's the only reason I got it is because I used that check to purchase it.
Not only that, let's talk about the inconvenience of having an electric vehicle. And if everybody in the world had an electric vehicle, we would be able to get nowhere. No one would be able to go to work. Nobody would be able to work. And also, the United States pipes in 40% of our electricity from Canada. We get 40% of our electricity from Canada. We can't even support. I'm talking currently.
Right.
If we all went to electric vehicles, where in the heck would we get our electricity from?
Right.
Now Canada would have no electricity. The United States would have no electricity. So now imagine this, the bus line, people that have to take buses to work. They would have to call in because they have electric cars. They have no electric power at their home. And now they're pushing all these heat pumps to heat your homes. You ever see those commercials? Switch to a heat pump. Go with electric for your home.
Right.
No more fuel oil, no more fracking, no more all this stuff. Go to electricity. Now, guess what? Brownouts. No more electricity. Who's going to be frozen to death during the winter because we have no more electricity? Your power's out.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll tell you what, how many times I have power outages at my home. Why? I don't know why. Talk about conspiracy theories. Well, okay, there's chemtrails and, well, people always talk about conspiracy theories in our foods and stuff like that. Well, let's start talking about electric vehicles sucking power from our homes.
Yeah.
So,
and there's also that added expense when you buy one of those. It's not just the cost of the vehicle, but you have to have a charging station put in your home.
Yeah, and you have to have.
It's not like you just plug it into the 220. I mean,
And let's talk about also the battery life. 7 to 10 years. We're talking 7 to 10 years, okay? And then let's talk about cobalt. Where does the cobalt come from? The Congo and Africa. And how is it mined? Do your research on how the cobalt is mined. If people are these that drive these cars are such humanitarians about how cobalt is mined, go find out how and where cobalt comes from. Right. And lithium and lithium ion batteries.
And it's another thing, you got to pay to get rid of the batteries.
You got to pay.
And then you can't afford to buy the battery because it's more than the car.
You can't put them out with water.
Nope.
People, when they catch on fire, don't want to go near them. Firefighters don't want to go near them. Now imagine everybody. Now, we just had a pile up. 2 people were killed on. It was a highway. Imagine these things in a pile up.
Yep.
And everybody has one. Now all these batteries are bursting into flames. You have a domino effect. People might be saying, Bill, okay, now you're grasping at straws here and stuff like that. Well, let's talk about these things. People don't think of this stuff. Yeah, but we have to make changes. No, we don't have to make changes. The changes here everything's been working. We have our own supplies here. it's just it's the people have spoken.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just crazy to me.
And that's what it is. It's just an opportunity to make money off of the backs of the working and
And and they'll sit there and they'll talk about like, oh, everybody should be this and that. It's the same. You know what it is, Laura? It's the same scenario. I have a friend who's a state trooper, and he would get people that would hit a deer, and the deer would be like in rough shape, and they'd send a trooper out. And one of my friends was a trooper, and he'd have to dispatch the deer and kill the thing
right.
with his handgun. And the bleeding heart would be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" "Well, I'm going to kill the deer." "You can't do that." "Oh, well, I have to. I have to shoot it and put it out of its misery." "No, aren't you going to dispatch like a helicopter and um, people to save this deer, this animal? You can't kill this deer. We have to have like life support and $100,000, $200,000 to save this animal." "Well, okay, where's the money going to come from?" Here, sir, sign this petition. Take out your bank account, your wallet. It's going to cost $5,000 up front for you to pay for it." "Oh, I'm not paying for it." "Go ahead and shoot it."
Yep. Exactly.
Nobody wants to pay for it. Who do they
The
want to pay for it? Somebody else,
exactly.
not them. It's the whole I hit the deer scenario. Somebody else has to pay for it until you got to pay for it.
That's usually how it works.
All right, I'm sorry. Now I'm done. So, anyways, the coffee that I bought, this black silk,
Uh-huh.
I'm not really liking it all that much. I got to go back to the other one more.
See?
Anyway, everybody, I'm sorry.
No, but that's truth. And a lot of people don't want to face that.
You know what? I guess people understand probably who I probably voted for, and that's just the way it is, man. It's just the way I think. It's just the way it is. It's the truth. And anyways, this coffee is okay. I'll finish it. I'll finish it out, and I'm thinking I'll go back to the Maxwell House Pure Colombian, 100% medium roast. That stuff is awesome, dude.
That's what, I don't. Yeah, I don't like to change coffee either because I'm used to the 8 o'clock, and it agrees with me, and I stick
Dude,
with
that eight
it.
o'clock is awesome. How much is that for like what is it, a pound?
If you go, it's actually cheaper at Hannaford's
Okay.
than anywhere else,
I
and
don't
you can get like the big bag. I think for like $12, $13.
do you grind your own beans?
Yeah,
Ooh, see?
I'm uppity like that.
Yeah. What do you drive, a Tesla?
No, God, no. I drive the rolling garbage can there. What the hell's that called?
What's the rolling garbage can?
It's another Tesla vehicle. That truck, the Cyber truck.
Oh, the
That's what I
Cybertruck.
call it. It looks like a rolling garbage can.
When that first came out, so like on my other channel that I have, I bought a die cast of it. I really dig it. But now I hate it.
Yeah,
I just don't like it anymore,
I always say we seen one the other day when we were. I go, oh look, there's the rolling garbage can, because that's
Yeah,
what
I
it
saw a
reminds me of. It reminds me of a dumpster.
yeah, I saw a blue one. It's like some like Oscar the Grouch would drive.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
pops out of the top.
Yeah.
Marie says, I love it when people have a rant. It keeps it real. That's right. Steph says Harley isn't allowed to store their electric bikes with the other Harleys because if they start on fire, they are harder to put out. So they don't want to lose their merch and stock. I don't blame them.
Yeah. Yeah,
No, I don't blame
Steph.
them.
Yeah, Harley's another one. So Harley, you know what? Never mind. Harley Davidson is another one that has really wrecked their name, and I don't know what. I haven't heard much about them if they're doing anything to save their name, but they hired this German CEO who, as of 2 years ago, wants to make all their bikes electric.
Oh, God, no.
Yep.
Imagine an electric Harley. How stupid is that?
No, they have electric Harleys.
I haven't seen one.
Yep, they do.
It's dumb.
They do. And he wants to make all of their bikes in 2 years electric. All of them.
That's insane.
You have no options. All of them will be yeah, I know, Steph. Don't get me freaking started. Guys were stripping the badges out. They were all selling, burning their Harleys. They're switching over to Triumphs or Indians.
Oh my God.
You know what, man?
Harley has a certain reputation, and come on.
Well, this German CEO, of course, I'm not gonna. Oh, it just drives me nuts, man. But anyways, I don't know if they've changed gears, no pun intended.
Right.
But okay, they are, Steph. Good. That's good to know. because at the last Sturgis, there
Yeah,
was nobody
they
at the
get
Harley
lost
tent.
in the electric.
There was nobody at the Harley tents.
Yeah,
Nobody was visiting the Harley tents. And again, the people, the masses have spoken,
yeah.
so
Well, yeah. I mean, when you get a Harley, you're expecting a Harley.
you're expecting an engine.
You're expecting, the raw power that the bike performs at and gives you, and you're not gonna get that with an electric. Granted, my mother rode an Indian.
Yeah, Indians are awesome, dude.
Good for her. I
Those
tried riding
fucking,
one once and I dumped it, and that was it.
Indians, like, if I had a choice between a Harley or an Indian, I do love Harleys, but I would take an Indian any day over a Harley Davidson.
Well,
Not
I
because
can't have any of. My husband doesn't like motorcycles, so I don't.
um
George is not a bike guy.
yeah, Indians are better. They really are. They're sick. Um Hi Julie. Good to see you.
Yes, hi, Julie. Julie says she hasn't had coffee in how long? Good for you. Coffee's not good for you. Even though we drink it, it's not.
Well,
It's like everything else. It's not good for us, but we still do it.
it's open for debate, Laura, So,
She says she hasn't had a cup of coffee in months. Do you feel different?
what's that?
She says she hasn't had a cup of coffee in months. Sage drinks Maud's tall and dark handsome coffee.
Oh.
I can have it mailed to me. Oh, I've never heard of that.
The chat goes by so fast. I didn't even see what she said.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up here. Yes.
Yeah, you must see it like on a different area. Like I just see
She
it.
said Lisa. Lisa says that Wes has an Indian. Nice.
Oh, her husband.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Lisa, do you know what model it is? Like they have the Iron Horse and the. When I was in tractor trailer school, this guy he had the frame on it was a crinkle finish. It was so sweet. It was so nice. Oh, and you know what? The Harley just couldn't compare to like how the fit and finish of it. It was just so nice.
Say they took a loss on the electric. Yeah, everybody, and they found the electric. Anything electric was a bust. So
Electric things are a gimmick. That's what they are. They're a gimmick. It's like, hey, you want to see what I have? What do you have? Like it's like saying I have an Uzi. You know what an Uzi is? It's an automatic submachine gun.
yep.
It's like a party trick. That's what an electric thing is. It's like, hey, look what I got in my cabinet over here. What do you got? Check this out.
It's the latest toy.
It's like a whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
It's like, this is fun. Check this out.
Well, like the guy with the rolling garbage can, because the guy lives around here.
It's a party trick.
And we always see him over at Panera's in the parking lot, and there's always people there standing there asking him questions.
That's what. Yeah, scouts are cool too. So that's what something electric, of electric vehicle is. They started out as that. Honda started out. They had an Indian or an electric Honda Insight, I think it was back in the mid '90s.
Right.
It was a like, hey, a gimmick, and that's what it was. It always has been. Like they start out like little skateboards. Let's make a little electric skateboards for kids. RC cars, electrics. That's what they're gimmicks. Then they said, hey, let's make a big giant thing for like big boys, big rich people. Again, a gimmick. You want to see what I have parked in my garage? What do you got? Check this out. A Tesla.
All right.
What I got a Rivian.
Ooh.
And now look what Amazon's doing. They drive around big electric boxes to deliver packages. Those are Rivians.
Yeah, when they want to show up.
Oh, Laura.
I'm telling you, boy, last time when I was waiting for stuff to come, it was 8:00 at night. The guy finally showed up. And you could track him on your phone. They say like, oh, he's 6 stops away or whatever. And he's 1 stop away. And it was like, okay, I'll go downstairs and I'll wait.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's right there, right on the corner. And then it was like 20 minutes has gone by and this thing hasn't moved. And I'm thinking, what the hell? And I'm thinking, you know what? He's up at Stewart's, sitting there screwing around for 30 minutes. And then he goes around the block the other way to come up to drop off the package at my house. So then when he got there, I said, oh, geez, I thought you got hijacked. Oh, he just looks at me. And he still had 50 more packages to deliver. And it was 8 o'clock at night.
Let me see. Marie says that her hubby had a Kawasaki Intruder. Yeah, those are nice
Yep.
bikes. I love metric bikes. I have metric bikes.
Okay, Roger, go get something to eat. Enjoy. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Yeah, we're only going to be on probably about a couple more minutes
Yeah.
because
So I got
everybody's got stuff to do.
yeah,
And
I got to do dishes, man.
do those dishes, boy. Do those dishes.
Word up.
I got to figure out what I'm going to have for lunch and then decide what I'm going to do with my day. Just pick from the list of crap that I've got to do. And then, I'll say, well, I'll take care of that later.
Yeah, like patch a camper roof.
Yeah, and then, go take a nap.
Yeah, you're going to, yeah,
Because
exactly.
I won't be able to function. And that's usually what happens. Because, I'm awake now and I'm in a better mood now because the day didn't start off very well. And I want to thank everybody for lifting my spirits. But, yeah, I'm starting to feel the hunger pangs. So I'll eat something and then get tired and take a nap
Dude,
for an hour.
Graduate had an 1100 Yamaha XS special.
Yeah,
That was the blue and silver. So what was it, like in 79 or something?
Oh, Sage, you got kicked out? We didn't do it. I promise you that. I'm just happy that the show survived for the whole time.
I love those bikes. I'm talking to Jaffa right now. That I always wanted one of those, the XS Special. Those are awesome bikes.
Well, don't you have enough? I mean, you got like
Yeah, I have
40 of them in a shed.
I have 8 of them. I'm more of an owner than a rider.
I see that.
All right, Mark, take it easy. Yeah, 79. So like, yeah, they made them. I think those are like a 3-year bike. They had a lot of problems with like, I think first and second gear or something like that.
Bye,
Yeah,
Mark. Have a good one.
I know exactly the bike you're talking about.
He's got it in his back pocket.
Yeah, I want that bike.
Oh,
I almost
dangle,
bought one a
dangle.
couple years ago.
All right, we got to make sure we warn his wife.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to get one though.
I have a pumpkin muffin recipe that I will send you. Oh, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. I still think we should do the recipe book. So, I mean, if that's something you guys are up to, yeah, send me the recipes and I'll put them together in a book and put it out there.
Yeah, second gear. That's the one. Second gear. Oh, dude, ever since my rant, I'm down to 180 subs. I had like 530.
Get out of here.
Just
because you were bashing the electric cars.
That's
man.
right. I'm down to 180 subs now. I've lost.
That's what they said. Like, F this guy. I'm out of here.
Yeah. People are like, oh, we all know who he voted for.
Oh, God. I saw one surgeon Monday and seeing another today, hoping to have my 3rd surgery this year soon. Good gracious. All these people with these problems. We need to just, I don't know. We're all just falling apart. We just have to deal with it. Hopefully it goes well, Julie.
Uh-oh. Sage used the word moist.
Moist.
A lot of people hate that word.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
People make it awkward.
Ooh, apple cake. I have a good apple cake one too, Sherry. Wonderful. Yeah, you can send it to the raw paranormal8 at gmail.com. And you can send it there. And I think it would be great. So we could all try out everybody's yummies.
What's the 8 stand for?
Actually, I was going for raw side paranormal at Gmail, but it was already taken.
You're kidding me.
No, so they stuck the 8 in there. I said, okay, we'll go with that.
Oh, gotcha. Somebody has raw side paranormal?
Yeah. Yeah. As an email address. I'm thinking, hey, man, that's me. So I got rid of the side and they stuck in the 8. And I go, okay, so now it's raw paranormal 8 at
Huh.
Gmail. So yeah, send the recipes in. I think it'd be great. And after I could do it in between the magazine stuff and sneak it in there. After,
Julie, I agree.
yeah, I agree too. Yeah, I'd rather be moist than dry. It's really rough when it's dry. It's like that. Actually, it makes me laugh because it makes me think of that Bigfoot short that I saw where they brought Bigfoot in to do an exorcism, and Bigfoot goes in the room where the girl's on the bed, and she sits up. She's got glowing eyes, and then she's vomiting as she's saying, "Your mother got carpet burns when giving birth to you." So then all of a sudden you hear a gun go off, and then Bigfoot comes out of the room. He says, "All exorcisms don't end out the same," and I was dying laughing.
Who's that? Who's that guy that everybody had trouble with? That Biff?
Oh yeah, he was that freaky preacher guy.
Yeah, that. When you said a Bigfoot exorcism, that's what I thought of.
Right. Well, that's what she said. She was talking about dry, and that's what made clicked in my head.
Yeah, I
Getting
know.
rug burns, given it.
But
But
that
yeah,
guy,
that
he
guy's
looks like
oh,
Bigfoot. He's like a Bigfoot exorcism.
that guy's got some bolts loose. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And God, yeah, you don't even mention it because then he shows up. Oh, I got to see that Bigfoot exorcism. It was hilarious. And apparently, the person that makes these up has a thing about Fords because he's always got something to do with a dig at the Ford trucks, and it's really funny. I don't know if I don't think I posted that one about the. I shared it with my husband. I'll have to put it on my Facebook so you guys can see it, and then you'll have a link where you can access all the other ones because it's really really funny. I don't even know who it is that puts them out, but it's really good.
It's not like the same with the commercials with the hey Bigfoot here. If you're heating and air conditioning, it's not that, is it?
I don't know if it's part of a commercial deal, but I know he says. I'm trying to think of some of the ones I saw, but I know that they pick on people with Fords. Because one guy comes up, the Bigfoot's a salesman, and the guy's coming up about saying, "I need something that can handle, or I take on big loads or something." In reference to that, and then the guy goes, "Well, good. This Ford likes people who can swallow big loads or something
Oh
like that."
jeez.
I was thinking, "Oh my god, that was really bad." So yeah, stuff like that, really funny. Sherry Ann, I mod for a cooking channel, and eat my first, if I don't eat first, my belly growls. Oh yeah, it's bad. Usually when we start talking food, that's when everybody starts to grumble. But I always, we mentioned that a long time ago about kicking together and putting out a recipe book for the community. I thought that would be cool. Because I hear, somebody's only making this or making that. And I'm thinking, oh, boy, that sounds really good. Pinky has been making stuff and wisdom. As far, you're talking about shorts and stuff like that, Marie? But yeah, if you get a chance to see the Bigfoot ones, they're really funny. All right, guys, it is at the 3-hour mark. I want to thank Bill for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
You too.
And I want to thank everybody, all of you, my brew crew. I love all you guys. You guys are awesome. If you're not subbed to Bill, check him out. Carburetors and Coffee. You can, enjoy him. I wish he'd put out the blooper reel, but his wife won't let him. But
What was that?
I said I wish you'd put out the blooper reel, but your wife won't let you.
I haven't been editing. Yeah, I still put out a blooper reel during a live thing. I should do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're funny. But yeah, you get to see Bill in his natural habitat, cranking on cars and doing a little music and, whatever, mowing the lawn. He's just, day by day, he takes it, and it's great. Tonight, I'm going to be interviewing and chatting with Bristol Paranormal, the UK guys, Sean and Ryan. I don't know if Chris is going to join us or not. That's up to him. But they're always a good time. You guys know it. You've seen them. They're hilarious. So don't miss out on that tonight. It is going to be at 5 Eastern Standard Time, 10 UK time. So pop in for that if you can. Thanks for everybody who, donated, shared, became a member. I appreciate all of you. Every little bit helps to keep us rolling and going. And just don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe, do a little spanking over at Bill's channel as well. He's trying to get to that 500 mark, guys. We're trying to get him up there.
I'm up there.
So we've gotta keep him rolling. Well, you're waiting on watch hours, right?
Yeah, it's the watch. I'm at 526 now, but
Okay, wonderful.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's the watchtowers I need to hit now. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Fabulous.
It's it just seems so slow.
It is. It's painful. It's painful.
It is. Yeah.
Lori, you're my favorite morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I love all you guys too. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the show. And I love our chats in the morning. Gets us going. And of course, we will be doing Morning Brew on Friday. So I look forward to seeing all of you guys later and on Friday. And Bill, I see Bill all the time. So
yeah.
You never know. Bill might show up. Bill might not show up. It all depends on how he feels.
Yeah.
So
we text each other when we're bored.
Right. It gets pretty spicy. So yeah, we can't share that with anybody. But until then, guys, I will see you all later or on Friday or in chat somewhere out there in internet land. Everybody have a great day.